It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
The Brilliant Idiots Podcast.
Yep, Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schultz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots, and today's podcast is brought to you by the good people at Talkspace, the online therapy company. They got TV commercials and shit, too, so they spending some money.
They're working.
They spending some goddamn money.
We're working.
Get out of here. All right, for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy, you can pick an experienced and licensed therapist that you relate to and feel comfortable with. Each and every therapist has at least a master's degree and has completed over 3,000 hours of supervised work. To match with your perfect therapist, go to Talkspace.com/idiots, and to show your support for the Brilliant Idiots podcast, use code IDIOTS to get $30 off your first month. That's Talkspace.com/idiots and code IDIOTS to save $30 on your first month with Talkspace. I wonder how many people are like moonlighting as Uber drivers, but then being Talkspace therapists during the day. That's a nice little hustle, if you think about it.
Maybe that's what those taxi drivers are talking on the phone about.
You're right.
I used to think that they were talking to their wives or whatever, but maybe they're really just helping people through some shit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it really, like, being an Uber driver is. If somebody jumps in and they got an issue, you listen if they talking.
Shit, I never talk to Uber drivers. I wish there was a thing on the app where you could just say no talking.
Fuck that. I talk to Uber drivers. You know why? Because some of them may be calling Talkspace during the day and they may have issues. And it might be that moment that you jump in the car that they feel like they want to drive off a fucking bridge.
You are paranoid,
so I get in the Uber driver. Yeah. When I jump in there with an Uber driver, I'll be like, how are you today, sir? Yeah. Blessings to you, man. You know, you're looking good. You know what I mean? You got to be nice to everybody you meet because you never know what somebody's going through.
You think you're going to die too much, man?
No, we're all going to die.
Yeah, but like soon.
No, I don't.
You really, I don't say anything. I just get into the Uber, and when he talks to me.
That's the problem with life.
Yeah, what?
That we don't communicate with people enough. Miko Grimes is here, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Miko.
Hey,
thank you so much.
I can cuss here?
You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want.
We just had Miko on the Breakfast Club. She was trying to censor herself, but...
my God.
Is that Miko?
So many...
That's not really Miko.
A lot of motherfuckers. A lot of motherfuckers.
All right, let the editors do their job.
But no, you should talk to people.
I'm with talking to people, but I think there's also something to like being with yourself and collecting your thoughts, and it's a weird negotiation tactic that you have to do when you live in New York City where you don't have a lot of time by yourself. Yeah. So you just have to, there's this respect thing we have here where it's basically you and I are going to be in an elevator together and we're just going to pretend that neither of us are in the elevator with anybody else.
I still say hello. That's the South Carolina in me, man.
That's good. No, that's good to do. All I'm saying is if you said hello to every person you saw in New York City, you wouldn't get anything done.
Oh, of course not.
So you have to, at a certain point, you have to just go, nobody else is here.
Driving you somewhere where you need to go.
That's a fact.
Could kill you.
That's true. They have a little bit, and they know where you live.
Yeah.
That's another thing I think about with Uber all the time is like, I'm going to give you 5 stars because you know my address.
But that goes back.
You know what I mean? Like,
you know how we've been having those conversations about social media and how, like, certain people you're supposed to meet. Like, if you're sitting next to a person on a plane, it's just rude not to say hello.
Right.
If you're in an Uber driver with somebody, say fucking hello. Like that's the least you can do.
I don't do that Uber pool shit.
You don't want
to. Never.
I don't do that Uber pool shit. Why? Why? Because your husband is rich. You are a millionaire by proxy.
Let's look up Brett Grimes' contract real quick.
We don't even need to look it up. She says it every 2 days on the internet.
The one for the Bucks is 2 years, $16.5 million.
Damn.
And you out here Uber pooling. That's disrespectful to him.
I only did it because it was closer. It was faster than the other ones, and I needed to get where I was going.
Yeah, but now you got to go to wherever this motherfucker's going.
No, he was already, that one was coming to me.
So, but didn't you pick up someone else?
No, they picked me up.
Ah. Oh, so nobody was in there when you...
No, they were in there already, and they picked me up.
And then dropped you off first?
Yeah.
Oh, so you beat the system. That's fine.
Yeah, that's why I did it. It worked out for me. That's why I did it. I was like, okay, wait, this is already, someone's already in this car?
Yeah.
And my stop is close. I'm just going to do it. And it was actually cool.
I just don't want strangers knowing where I live, man. It's just a weird...
It wasn't my house, though.
You know, say what?
It wasn't my house.
Oh, yeah, where were you going?
To a football game.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Is it that much cheaper?
I don't look at the price.
So why did you do
it? I needed to get somewhere faster. It was taking too long.
Let's talk about that.
I see what she's saying.
What is that like, not looking at the price?
It's kind of cool.
When was the last time you thought about the price or some shit?
Something I really wanted?
Yeah, like when was the last time you're like, I don't know if I could...
Not since I've been with my husband, not once. If it's something I really want, I just buy it.
I bet you suck his dick every time like it's the last time.
I'm talking about, I try to swallow it all.
Now, hold on. Do you eat ass, though? Because I had an experience. He won't let you.
No, I asked him verbally one time, and the look he gave me told me don't ever fucking try it. He
Well, you
didn't even
shouldn't
answer
ask
the
them.
question.
Why you don't give me a choice on whether I
Yo,
want to be gay or not? Ask me.
and then you
For
know what I did?
forgiveness, not permission,
Yes.
yo.
And then afterwards, so I just felt like since his balls was in my mouth,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I should just try it. He might
Yeah.
actually like it.
Yeah.
And the nigga like snatched me like,
You
yo,
can't-
yo, yo, yo.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? He was like, what are you doing? I was
Wait,
like,
you
okay,
went
my bad.
for it, or
Yeah, I went for it.
Oh, so okay.
First of all, people are getting more accustomed to getting their ass eaten. I don't know why guys act like that's such a big
Oh
fucking
my
deal.
God, it's not a
If
big
a woman
deal
wants to
at
eat your
all.
ass, let her.
Well, here's the thing that I was thinking. We were talking about this on Flagrant too, because Gabrielle Union was out there saying that she eat Dwayne Wade's ass and everything.
She didn't say Dwayne Wade.
Well, she out there
just
eating
said
ass. It
eat
better be
ass.
Dwayne's.
Yeah, don't be talking about nobody
Yeah.
ass if it ain't mine.
I mean, fucking
She
ass
selling
you
a book.
She
You
said some-
gotta bring up a lot of shit.
True.
Like,
You can sell a book other ways than eating ass.
yeah, but that's a good way to
Charlamagne
just
didn't talk
get
about
people
eating ass for
talking
black
about your
privilege.
book.
You wouldn't be talking about. I did talk about eating ass and
Say
black
Did you?
Oh.
privilege.
We'll call
I
it
did.
brown privilege.
But listen,
Lick that
you
brown.
wouldn't- You wouldn't even be talking about Gabrielle Union's book if it wasn't for that little sound.
That's what I
Hey,
said. She
Miko,
got
when
to
you're
do
ready
it.
to release that book,
It's
talk about
happening.
it.
It's happening. I'm telling it all.
But she said, I've been alive 45 years.
Yeah.
Of course I've eaten some ass. I got my ass eaten. Like, okay,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
the big
It's
deal?
normal.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
normal.
No, I'm not shaming you at all. What I just don't understand is the dudes that want it. And I've been in the situation to want it. Remember, last week I was
feels
talking about
good.
Yeah.
but I don't need more ways to come. I need more ways to not
Come
come.
and get your ass
You know what I'm
eaten,
saying? Bro, why not? Motherfucker,
I
don't
don't think
laugh
that's
at me for
possible.
some shit. Say what?
That's not possible.
Yo, but what if I'm getting my ass eaten?
If
She's
she's
stroking it
stroking
while
at the
she's.
Oh,
same
yeah, yeah. When you got
Yeah.
different.
That feels-
Yeah. I thought you meant she was just eating your ass and nothing
Come
else.
on, dog.
And you nutted.
Getting
I'm
your
like, what?
Come on, bro.
You
How
better than R.
soft am
Kelly.
I, bro? That's the
Even
softest
for
thing
women,
ever.
though, getting your ass
A
ate
couple
with a
licks on
finger in
the
there
ass.
is magical. Like, it's magical.
I love eating ass. I ain't gonna say
No,
anything.
I'll eat some ass. I'm all about eating ass. My point is, like, I'm not looking for more ways to come. Like, I come just fine. I'm very efficient with my coming. If anything, I'm looking for ways to prolong me from coming.
Oh, okay.
So don't try inserting some shit in my. Don't do some new
Now
shit
you're
that's gonna make me come quicker. Now you're upset.
No, it's
who?
not.
Because who do you have to blame but you?
Oh,
You
yeah,
did it,
that's
my
it.
bad.
That's it.
Discover,
You
you know
did
what I'm
it,
saying?
my
Like, come on now. Like, if I like hamburgers and then you start feeding me steak, don't be upset that I don't want to eat hamburgers
Listen,
anymore.
when I bust off fast, it's always my wife's fault. This is your fault.
always-
Hey, you know,
It's
you
your
knew.
fault.
You knew when you stroke it and
Come
suck
on,
it.
man.
You know what happens.
Don't grab my
Listen,
balls when I'm hitting it from the back. You know I can't take that.
I
shit.
can't multitask. I'm a man, okay? How am I supposed to concentrate on you grabbing my balls?
This is why you guys are so fucking easy.
Why?
Like, because it's so easy to make y'all come. Women, it's like work.
Listen.
It takes the smallest shit and y'all.
But you know what? You want to know why?
Shit everywhere.
And this is the reality of the matter: is your orgasm isn't important.
Whose orgasm?
When females orgasm.
No,
no,
it
no,
is
no.
to me.
No,
It
let
is
let
to
me
me.
explain. Let me explain. When I said
Please explain
it's
this
important to
shit.
my self-esteem, it's important to my security. But in terms of making human beings, it's not necessary.
So you only, or
You
you
feel me?
only
Good point.
orgasm for babies? That's
No,
bullshit.
like now we fuck. Now we just have sex with each other, right? But for millions of years,
Originally, it was never about us coming. in.
Exactly.
That is a good
I
point.
see your point.
that's why your shit didn't evolve like ours. Like I could
That's-
come with anything. I could fold this folding chair around my dick and fuck it.
and whack it.
I'm a nut.
Yeah.
Because in my primal brain, it's going, oh, that's a lady. I need to get that lady pregnant,
Yeah,
spread my
we
speed.
don't really.
A woman's orgasm is strictly for pleasure.
It absolutely.
But I mean, it's the play. You need it to be pleasurable so you can freaking have babies.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Babies
Because you
need to
wouldn't
be
want to
pleasurable.
fuck if it didn't feel good.
Exactly. And you want to know some crazy, this is like some really crazy shit. They say that like you're most willing, okay, so like gambling, you know how gambling, you don't always win? Mm-hmm. Sometimes you lose, right? And we're most drawn to things that we don't always
Win
win,
it.
right? So with a female orgasm, you don't always get it. You only get it sometimes. So that's why they're most drawn to continue trying to have sex.
Yeah.
And we need women thirsty for sex. Dudes, we know we're going to come every single time. So it's, all right, we can fuck or I could jerk off.
What do you want to do?
It's up to you. You know what I mean?
I'm not having sex if I can't make my wife come.
Damn, really?
Yeah, that's why I eat the pussy
would agree
first.
with that.
Yeah, you got that. That makes me feel like a man. Plus, she's a squirter.
But
So squirting is great.
every time you have sex, it shouldn't be about you. And that's both people.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when I have sex with my husband, I know it's not about me today.
Do you squirt?
No, I think that's piss.
Squirting, it gives you more initiative to want to make your
piss.
girl come.
If it's piss, I like
Piss.
piss.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
love me
It's all
some
good.
piss.
I like a nice heavy stream of squirt.
Hey, let's
All right,
go.
hit me in the
Yeah,
chest with that.
Shower me
I
with
don't-
that
I don't
shit.
squirt.
Let's go.
I don't squirt. I think I've done a little research on it, and I have a degree in exercise science, and I know the anatomy of the urethra.
So it's pee?
Yeah, it's pee.
Let me tell you
I'm
something
cool with
about
that.
how great pee is. That's how we know we're doing something good.
Yeah,
That's
that's right.
feedback. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
maybe I should pee on my husband then. Should I
you
do it?
know we come because you see it.
There
We
you
can't
go.
fake an orgasm
Oh,
with you.
my cum. I'm juicy now.
What?
I get juicy when I have
you
an
mean
orgasm.
juicy?
Yeah, explain juicy.
Like my vagina secretes my actual vagina when I have
You
an
sure that
orgasm.
ain't yeast or something?
yeah,
Watch
you
out.
might
Watch out.
you might need a pepper smear.
I actually get more. I get a
Papoose smear.
Pepper smear.
I
Shout
get-
out to Remy Mops.
after
Pepper smear. I don't know. Whatever the girls get. What do the girls get?
It's a
Pap smear.
After I have
It's not pepper smear.
no.
I thought you said papoose.
Pap.
I was like,
Pap
what?
smear.
Papoose smear.
Listen, hold on. Is
P-A-P.
Papa or Pap?
P-A-P. Pap.
Why is he saying Papoose smear like the
That's
rapper?
That's what you said.
I didn't say that. I know who
said
Papoose is.
No,
Hold
after
on,
I have
hold
an
on.
orgasm, I have more. I'm more moist. I'm more. That's the like when I have an orgasm. That doesn't mean he's stopping.
Yeah.
And so I think he likes when I have an orgasm.
I love it.
Then
Oh, yeah.
It makes it's almost like
I don't start.
it gets even juicier. It's
My
like
dick
more
gets harder
fun.
when my
Yeah,
my
it
girl
should.
comes.
I don't start fucking until you orgasm.
You guys are lying.
No, meaning like it's not enjoyable to me. I'm thinking of horrible things to not come, and then when you orgasm, then I get about 3 strokes for me.
3.
Young boys always eat
That's
the
it.
pussy.
Let's go, and we're done.
Always eat the pussy first.
Stop.
Always
Yeah.
eat the pussy first. Make her come with your mouth, then put your dick in. So even if you nut
A lot of
fast,
guys
she,
aren't good
she
at
still
that
got
too,
hers.
though.
You got to learn. I wasn't always good.
Yeah.
How do you eat pussy? Because I got
Why?
a technique down I learned from a Cuban girl that ate pussy, but I did. She taught me how to eat pussy. She's like, I'm going to give you some head game.
High,
So she said,
that's what you call high carb cunnilingus because all they eat is rice and beans.
high carb. The HCC. Okay, so what is the best way for eating pussy?
How I like it done on
For you?
me.
That's the other thing.
I'm
These
a
girls are so complicated.
Clitorally stimulated woman for the most part.
Yeah.
Like I technically don't need penis to have an orgasm. Like I really don't.
Ain't that the most confusing
I do
shit?
not need a penis to have
No,
an
it's not.
orgasm.
No, they have a vagina that dicks are supposed to go in.
Yeah.
And the thing that makes them come is
Is
some
above
shit
it.
above it under a hood.
Like a punching
What a
bag.
G-spot
Yeah.
can make you come too, though. The
I
G-spot
mean,
girl.
yeah,
She's
no, I
saying
said
personally she's more of a clit
Yeah, yeah,
comer.
yeah,
Yes. So I'm
Clit comer. She's a clit comer.
So yeah, so eating, and it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
eating fingers, vibrators. Bring all that into.
Yeah, that's why when you're
into
hitting it from the back, you got to put your fingers on that clit.
That's it. Yeah. So that's what I like. I like.
So excited.
I like to be eaten with hands and mouth.
Yeah.
I mean orally. I like hand mouth combination.
So licking it and he's fingering you.
Finger in there and playing with that or eating that. Yes.
Yeah.
You got to. It's like a double. Pop,
There
pop,
you go.
Pop, 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 like
That's
that.
why you got to bring the vibrator. Don't be afraid to bring the vibrator.
Don't be
in the
afraid
room,
of toys.
guys.
Those things are your best friend.
Word up.
They take all the work out of it for you.
Run a train on your woman,
Seriously.
man.
With the vibrator.
That's it. Run a train on your woman.
That's lit.
That's it.
You don't even need another guy.
Put your dick in her
You don't
mouth
need
and
none of
then
your
rub that
homies,
shit.
no
Word up.
STDs. She thinks she got 2.
That vibrator shit is cool, but like that shit can be emasculating too, man.
No, not if you really trying to please her. Like, why is it even about
I'm fucking you for like half hour trying to make you come. Then you just unlock this vibrator, put it there for 15 seconds,
And
then you start
boom.
orgasm. It's like it makes me feel like I ain't shit. You know what I mean? It really makes me feel like I ain't
You don't
shit.
use
bro.
it all the time. It's like something you throw in every once in a while. Don't do it every day.
And the length for sex is overrated, bro. That's one thing I've learned in my age.
Which is what?
You don't need 30 minutes.
No.
Just get the job done.
Fuck is 50
Guys.
pumps. I keep trying to tell y'all that.
A fuck is 50 pumps?
50 pumps.
Really?
If you
Yes, yes,
if
yes,
you
yes,
know
yes, yes.
who you're sleeping with,
Yeah.
I don't think it takes that long.
No.
What are we trying to prove
Nothing.
by fucking for 30 minutes? Like, what
Nothing.
are we doing?
That's it. That's
Unless
it.
you need some cardio or
We
something.
got kids to raise. There
Yeah.
are things to do. You have work to
I gotta
do.
go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm
gotta
really
go
just
to
trying to
sleep.
nut to sleep anyway.
Yeah.
I can't sleep with that. I
want
gotta
a
get
good
this
nap.
out.
That's
Yeah.
it, 'cause I want a good nap and I want a nut in the nap.
So
Oh.
who decided that it's an hour?
People
Who
that
decided
are
it's
trying to
half
make
hour?
it a competition.
Pornos.
It's competition.
Nah, pornos.
Pornos. That
No,
trick that
I
pornos.
don't know about you, but all the pornos I watch 3 minutes.
No way, Jose.
You watch the last 3 minutes?
Yeah, I go to the end. I don't need it.
But watch everything up to that. Them pornos be like an
Dog.
hour and 2 hours. Like,
All right, well, fine. Then part of sex for me should be bringing the pizza. Because that's about 10, 15 minutes of the porno. That is part of the sex. Don't want dick for 30 minutes because the porno is not dick for 30. There's a
Yeah.
negotiation. Oh, you can't pay for the pizza. Let's add that into the sex time.
I count foreplay, by the way, when it comes
You
to sex
should.
time. You goddamn right.
should.
There are
because-
girls that don't count foreplay.
Well, who are these evil people that you're having
Your
sex
pussy's broke. If you're not counting foreplay as
Yeah.
part of the sex, your pussy's broke.
I
I'm
actually
sorry.
like longer foreplay and shorter actual sex. Me personally.
Because you're more clit stimulated.
I like kissing and touching and rubbing.
Me too.
I like all.
But that's because I'm a Cancer. I'm sensitive
touchy,
and
like all. I like to like become one. Like you're exchanging souls.
What's your
Yeah,
sign?
you guys are avatars.
Okay, you're a summer baby like me.
Yeah, I like the foreplay is really the foreplay can actually get you an orgasm for the
You
woman
guys are
faster.
avatars.
You guys are. You want to be connected to the braid and all that shit.
Andrew
You
ain't been
have
in
no
love in
choice.
a long
You
time.
have
I
no
need some
choice.
love,
You
dog.
ain't been in love since Sarah.
My last girl I love.
No, you didn't.
I did. I loved her, man.
She did.
I
I
did.
don't believe you.
I love Carlotta.
know her
I
name.
really-
Carlotta?
Yeah.
Never heard of her.
What was her
Never met
nationality?
her.
What
Just
was
the first time I've
Carlotta's
ever heard you been
nationality?
mentioned.
German, you did meet her. She came to your birthday party, man.
I don't remember.
Yeah. That's on
Carlotta
you.
is not rememberable.
No, she's a beautiful girl, but I purposely made a decision not to make it a public relationship.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't even know that I
she
was with this
exists.
girl. But I'll be honest, I still love her. Like, I think about her every single day.
Why'd you break up with her?
I just, at the moment, I didn't
wanted
know
other
why,
pussy?
but I just knew. It wasn't that at all. I just knew, at the moment, it just felt like it wasn't right. And, but then I was like, you know what? I've realized now kind of why. I just didn't think she found me funny. And it was too hard.
Really?
Yeah, it was too hard for me. It's like, that's what I do.
guy ego
Imagine
is
you're
crazy.
no,
And you're a comedian.
That's insecurity.
That's big
Imagine
for
you're a
him.
porn star and your wife don't think you fuck good.
You know,
How you supposed to go to work every day?
A lot of
You know what I
things
mean?
about him is about how he feels.
You know
He
what I
gotta
mean?
feel away. Like,
Yo, come on, bro.
Hold on, you was trying routines on her and she wasn't laughing, or coming to your shows and not
Routines,
laughing?
fuck you.
What happened?
I'm trying
She
to
was
dance
coming
on
to
my
your
girl.
Hello, was
picture
she?
this opening
Yes.
act of the show, and she was like,
Was she coming to your
What's
shows?
the deal with podcasting?
she was like,
She came to your shows?
No, and here's the thing. I'm sure if you asked her, she'd be like, no, I thought you were incredibly funny, this, that, the other. But there's for me, I like a verbal reaction, and it makes me feel calm and makes me feel comfortable. Kind of, you know, maybe I relate in the same way. How do you just need to get shit off your chest?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that reduces your anxiety. You just
Yeah.
need to say the thing in the moment.
Yeah.
And in a way, like me feeling funny around the people I'm around reduces mine. And it makes me feel comfortable. And I guess I just didn't get that vibe from her. What's annoying is that I thought she was hilarious. Like, she was so funny to me.
Maybe
I
that's
would
why
laugh
she
at
didn't think you
everything.
were funny.
Maybe she was just too
She
funny
was
for
funnier
me.
than you.
She
Bro,
was funnier than
dude,
you.
the
Andrew couldn't be
references
with
were
somebody
hilarious.
funnier than him.
No,
You hated
I
on
could.
her. You hated on Carlotta.
I could.
That would have sounded like Miko.
I could be,
I
as
don't
long as
think
you found
so.
me funny too.
Oh my
Listen.
God.
She had better. He said she had better references.
Bro, her references were unbelievable.
Was she her,
Really?
her
Son,
comedic
unbelievable.
timing was better than
I took
yours,
one of her
probably?
references and put it in a movie. I
Oh,
shot a movie and I was like, bro, she said something about like I was singing. She's like, you smell like a pet store. And I was like, holy shit, that is specific. Like, I know exactly
Directly-
what a fucking
you
pet
went
store
right to
smells
the
like.
pet store. The last time you were there, you were like, that smell.
Shout out to
I know.
Andrew's ghostwriter. No wonder.
Yeah.
no wonder.
been funny
I haven't heard about that
You done
stand up being that
dumped
funny
Carlotta.
lately.
You done dumped Carlotta. Your fucking ratings went down. You ain't shit without her. You better get
Good
back with
girl,
her.
man. So no, she's brilliant.
Listen, that's why Andrew turned to sports and politics. He was,
Yo, I had
the
to.
comedy
I was like,
wasn't
nah, this
working.
comedy shit's
She
too
took your
hard.
comedy confidence.
She took it away from me. Left it. Nah.
sick.
But in all seriousness,
God.
no, it was an interesting thing. I didn't realize that until like maybe a few months back when I was starting to be like honest with myself about it. And maybe there was other reasons, but it's the most interesting relationship I've ever been in because I've lost zero affection for her since. I just recognized that
Maybe you
like,
should get back with her.
well, no, I just don't think that like.
You sure it wasn't a case of subpar pussy? It sounds like it's a case of subpar
Pussy was
pussy.
fire?
You don't just walk away from
Was
some
the
great
head
pussy.
fire?
No. I think when you get older, you start to. No, she was great in bed. She's great girl. But not at all that. I think you just start to realize like that compatibility is really important. Just hanging out, like that's for me top priority right now. I'm still picky as fuck visually, you know, aesthetics, but I need to want to hang out with you and just feel my most comfortable self. I was hanging out with my high school friends this weekend at a wedding, and it felt like addiction, dude. I was hanging out with these people, and it was like I hadn't had heroin in a while, and I got a hit, bro. Like, we were just making fun. I was with my boy Jamil, Evan, Laurent. We were just making fun of each other, just tearing each other
It's only
down.
fun when everybody's successful, though, especially when it's high school.
Bro, yeah, you can't go
Yeah.
back, huh? All your friends
can't go
missing
back?
teeth and
I can't
shit.
even make jokes no more. You think you better than us? All right.
I tap out.
Hey, can I just tell y'all something? And I said I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to fuck now.
Yeah.
I had the biggest controversy in my family after I was on Brilliant Idiots.
Oh, because you
Really?
called them all
Why?
hoes.
I didn't call them all hoes. I said my family members my aunts were hoes like us. They call us hoes now, but it's because they didn't have social media. We didn't know about their hoism and all that stuff. And they really was so upset with me. Like so mad, and I was just like, "What's wrong with honesty? Why are people so afraid of honesty?"
I don't know.
Like it's so
scary.
weird.
It's scary to be open about things like that. Like even just sharing that with you guys right now, like just saying, "Hey, I didn't think."
But that's
vulnerable as fuck.
That made me say that
shit,
to you, and I said, you being real. Let me just tell you, like people really hate when you're real, when you're honest, and you're okay. Even if I look bad about something, I just say what it is, and it's okay if it looks bad, or if you think bad of me, or if you don't like me because of it. I'm fine with
because you accept
that.
you,
because I'm fine with all my flaws, everything that's wrong with me. I'm good with it. Like
so, they don't think they're hoes.
No, they didn't want any. And then I said, it ain't like I said y'all names. It ain't like I named y'all.
But they felt like hoes, so they knew who you were talking about.
And that's what I said. Y'all feeling bad because you thought I was talking about you. Like I was just like, oh my God, it was so bad. Like it was. I ain't talking about. It was.
You guys fought?
There was no fights, but I've been home twice since then, and only for like funerals and stuff because my family really.
They ain't fucking with you.
Yeah.
They killed themselves.
Family's overrated.
They killed me.
No,
they told me I was out the family.
No, I'm saying the funerals. I thought you went there. Okay.
Family's overrated, bro. The best
Very
family.
overrated.
Listen to me.
The people you choose to be family.
There you go. That's
People you
listen.
choose
The
to be your
best family
family.
is the ones you choose, and I'm talking about like when you pick a wife, and you got your daughters and your sons. Like that's family. That shit you grew up with.
You had no choice.
Overrated.
You had no choice in that.
Overrated. Overrated.
I say blood makes you a relative.
Yes.
Bro, that's interesting.
That's it. That's a relative. Your family are people that really fuck with you, and they didn't have to be born with your same bloodline, DNA, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's a choice
you
make.
Yeah, your choice.
And that's why you don't have too much family that grows with you.
Yeah.
Like y'all family, and I know this may sound crazy, you're really all not supposed to be together for the rest of your life. It's great if it happens, but it rarely does.
Rare.
Interesting.
Rarely does.
Yeah. And why do you think that is?
I just think people grow their separate ways.
Your family is not like you. You know what I mean? They're not like you.
That's not past genetics.
Not past genetics. They're not like you.
That's the beauty of the people that that you hang out with in your formative years. Like these high school friends, we're alike.
Yeah.
Like
you chose them when you were in your high school years is like kind of like who you really are.
That's what made like I was hanging out with these people and I was like, oh shit, this is me. I remember who I was for a second.
They
it was
get
just
you and everything.
I got my groove back. I felt like Stella. That's really what I felt like hanging out with these guys. And maybe you don't do that with family because you're not with them in your formative years. You're with your high school friends in your formative years.
Listen, I don't have no high school friends.
I do.
I got high school like cousins and shit that I kick with.
I still have my high school and my college friends.
I knew Wax when I was 20-something years old. Wax was in college when I met Wax.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I met Wax when he was in college.
Damn.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that there's just this, I agree with you. I think family are the people that you surround yourself with.
Yes. The Bible talks about that. I can't remember the exact scripture, but it talks about how, it's gonna come a time where it's not blood. You're gonna be drawn to people because of principles and values and things
morals,
of that nature.
Yeah.
And I genuinely believe that. That's why I love meeting new people. Yeah. At every stage of my life,
I used to be on that no new friend shit, and then I realized I'm cheating myself.
You're cheating yourself.
There's some really cool people that I haven't met,
Absolutely.
and when I meet them, I should incorporate them in my life because they can help me grow.
Yes.
I can help them grow. Like you just keep going, and you're meeting people as you're going.
Yes.
And I bring my friends that really fuck with me, that love me, and are trying to do something. I bring them with me wherever I'm going. We all going together. If you trying to do something,
that's real.
Yeah. And those people that I meet, you gonna meet my friends down here. If you might be able to help them.
Yeah. The bigger your community is, the more opportunity you got.
Hell yeah.
Now, let's pay some bills. When we come back, I want to talk about some more about this honesty thing that Miko was talking about. I got some thoughts, some thoughts.
Oh, shizzle.
I'll tell you when we come back.
Shizzle.
Thanks again to Talkspace for supporting this week's episode. Talkspace, the online therapy company, makes it easy to connect with an experienced licensed therapist that you pick based on your preferences for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy. Send your therapist text. What the fuck did I just say? Send your therapist text. See, that's when that list gets in the way. Because I said send your therapist text. Send your therapist text, audio and video messages, or even do a live video chat. You can pick the best plan for you. No matter the time or location, you can speak with your Talkspace therapist on the web or over the phone without scheduling, traveling, or worrying about your privacy. And Talkspace therapists are fully licensed and go through a rigorous screening process in addition to the thousands of hours of supervised professional training. Best of all, Talkspace is 100% confidential. You can remain completely completely anonymous if you want. Start therapy now with a licensed therapist that understands how much you live your life today. You fuck with Talkspace, right?
I do fuck with Talkspace. Obviously, people who've been listening to the show the last few episodes and following up with Greg and messaging me, and a lot of people have, expressed similar situations as Greg in their life and their friends. So, and I've told them, I was like, listen, just talk to somebody. These people can give you advice. And the thing about therapists is like, they're not trying to pick your pockets. Like a therapist will say, listen, this is beyond my scope of things. If they're just a psychologist, exactly. Like if a psychologist will listen, you might need drugs and medication. That's a psychiatrist. Right. So they'll tell you something you could speak with there. But at least you could start with them. You could tell them, hey, I'm having these thoughts. And they could say, well, this is probably this. This is probably that. So I'm a huge proponent of this shit. Greg, by the way, is getting out today.
Question.
Or Wednesday,
is this for couples as well?
I said somebody hit me up, and then absolutely.
Because I got a lot of friends that are going through some shit, and they've been hitting me up like, did you asking me if me and my husband ever did marriage counseling and therapy? And I was like,
absolutely,
hell yeah,
absolutely.
And they're like, I think I need it. I think we need it. We ain't gonna make it if we don't need it. So if they do couples, that would be big.
I mean, like I went to therapy. I went to couples therapy when I was in a relationship with. It was before. I
went to couples therapy. When my wife was in college.
Yeah.
After she fucked with that dude with the big dick, bro, I was fucked
you need some therapy, bro.
When she told me that dude had a dick bigger than mine, that shit took a lot to get over.
Is that big for you guys?
Yes.
Did she also go to physical therapy to recover from that?
How big was it, by the way?
I don't know.
Was it much bigger than yours?
We're going to need you to do 30 Kegels a day.
Is 1 inch a big deal, or is it like...
When I asked her, I was like, so he bigger than me? She ain't say nothing.
Oh, God.
I said, was he bigger than me? And she goes, I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life.
Oh, God, that hurt your soul.
I almost wrecked. I should have fucking drove off the fucking highway right then and there.
Did you feel it in your stomach like she did?
After you heard that, did it feel different when you was inside it?
That's funny if you're like, maybe that hurts in my chest. And she was like, me too.
That shit hurt, man.
Why do you guys care about that if she's with you? Like, why do you guys care about
fuck that?
Old dick?
Hold on. Why do we care if she cheated on a guy with a bigger
she cheated.
Dick?
Yeah, when she was in college. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
props to her.
That's why. What do you mean props to her?
Because I know you cheated.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, but he's a hoe.
I deserved everything that came my way at that time. I don't like. That's why I say when you really love somebody.
Yeah.
Like
you didn't cheat with anybody prettier.
No.
You had to think about that one, dog. That should be the quickest answer ever, dog.
This is how should be certified.
Let me tell you some shit. This guy is autistically honest. Did you see how autistic? I always say this about him. Nobody believe me. This is autistic. Did you see him Rain Man that shit? This motherfucker's Rain Man.
Nobody's prettier to me than my wife.
As a married person, there are certain things that should be automatically queued up in your brain to answer certain questions.
That is a fact. Nobody's prettier to me than my wife.
Okay, stop it. This is what happened.
But I don't think
Did you cheat on her with anybody prettier? And he literally went into Rain Man.
Yes.
Jennifer, Janice, Keisha,
Tasha,
Frederica.
Oh.
Nope, all uglier.
Not to me.
Sometimes you can just say no.
But if they were, is that a problem?
I don't know, because if they were prettier, then that would probably complicate things a little bit more, right?
Why?
You think? If I think as a man, if you felt like a woman was prettier than your woman, wouldn't that complicate things? Wouldn't you start thinking maybe I need to be with somebody else?
No,
like I don't know. I'm just
asking.
That
looks have to be like the most important thing. Like aesthetics and outward appearances are important, but it doesn't have to be the number one.
You need total package. Yeah. As I get older, and listen, any young kids listen to this shit, you don't get it just yet, and I'm fine because I've been in the same situation. Right. When you get older, you need total package, and what total package is it's enough looks.
Yes.
It's literally like Mario Kart. What you want is Toadstool. If you guys play Mario Kart,
you gotta pick
Toadstool's not the fastest, but he takes the turns right.
Yeah.
He slows down right. He has good acceleration, and like that's what you need with a girl because you need enough looks. You need enough personality, and you need enough good pussy or sexiness, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Well, I've always had the total package. Then.
Yeah, so that's all
that's
that
the thing.
matters.
You got the total package, so it's like we all go, oh, this girl's a 10, but if she's boring as fuck, then she's not a 10.
You can't have a conversation with her.
Exactly.
Say, Miko?
If you can't have a conversation with her, like what the fuck?
And all of that contributes to looks to me. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I can't separate the two. You know what I'm saying? Like just a girl that's physically appealing, that don't do it for me.
And dumb as shit.
It just don't. Yeah,
it does it to me until I nut, and it's just like, ugh. The fuck? How I get? You wanted to go home? Would you Uber pool?
Well, the moral of the story is
don't put a girl in an Uber pool.
Yes.
Okay, that's the moral of the story.
I need to know about the couples part because I would definitely send that to a lot of my friends that are thinking about getting married and in relationships and trying to figure out if they should continue.
And if they're scared to go to a therapist's office for whatever reason, there's this negative stigma with therapy where they don't even want to go in.
Right.
So you call them on the phone, and then you get a little bit more comfortable that
before
way.
You go
That's
in.
it.
Yeah.
So to match with your perfect therapist, go to Talkspace.com/idiots. And there's a special offer for our listeners. You can use coupon code IDIOTS to get $30 off your first month and show your support for this show. That's code IDIOTS and Talkspace.com/idiots. Talkspace, therapy for how we live today. Everybody needs to talk to somebody at the end of the day.
Yes. Bruh. I think this world would be a better place if we all had somebody to talk to.
Yes, indeed.
This episode is our first Brilliant Idiots episode from the new studio. We're building out the new studio. We got the video set up right now. And so if you go watch on theandrewschultz.com, you can see what the studio looks like. And if you notice, we have these sound panels around the studio. There's 4 of them that are going to be in the back of the room. You can check it out. And what I want to do is have each show have their own branded sound panels. So what I'm going to do right now is reach out to you guys. I know you guys are always making artwork, graphic designers, painters, graffiti artists, whoever you are. If you guys would like to contribute your art to our background, that would be amazing. We want to do one for the Brilliant Idiots background. We want to do one for Flagrant 2, Western Bros, The Friend Zone. Shoot, if the Reed wants to start doing video, we'd love that as well. All the podcasts on loudspeakers. So if you can, or if you're willing to, if you'd like to contribute, you have some ideas, you can check out the studio on the YouTube page, the Brilliant Idiots YouTube page. And you could just shoot me a DM on Instagram or email me, and we could work from there. If you have any ideas, we'd love your help. So thank you so much. All right, let's get back to the show.
Miko was talking about honesty last break, and I really don't understand people's problem with honesty, and that has always been my problem being in the industry. That these motherfuckers, even now, will try to perpetrate the biggest frauds, and they will be the biggest liars, and they will act like they don't see what's going on with people, and it mortifies me. Like,
what are you thinking about?
I already know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because you saw on Instagram earlier. Let me read what Chris Brown wrote. Chris Brown put on Instagram earlier. Hold on, let me find it.
See, I'm so off social media, and it's so lovely. While you look for
I saw this during the air. I saw this while we was on Breakfast Club.
Oh.
So people was talking about it.
I'm telling you, I've been off Twitter, and I've realized that, like,
life is better.
Not only is life better, right? It's like, there's a lot of fucked up things happening in the world, right?
It is.
But if I don't know about them, they don't really affect my life that much.
Yeah, you know what's so crazy? I think that has a lot to do with you being white.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? I'm white. It ain't gonna change.
That's just affecting me. I need a heads up and a warning. Twitter warns me about a lot of shit that's going on that I need to be like,
I don't give a fuck about Twitter. I ain't been on Twitter. I don't have it on my phone.
I don't do it as much. Like, people always like, you don't tweet as much. I'm like, because
I don't want it.
It's too much. It's toxic, but I read. I don't always write stuff, but I just observe and see what's going on.
I get too upset.
And it increases anxiety.
Way too much.
But Chris posted Breakfast Club. I love y'all. I apologize for not coming to the show, pop-up show today, and I was hosting shit from studio. I'll call personally so we can piece it up. Then he put a caption, horse. And I understand that the negative shit that is said because y'all feel hurt. 100, all good. I'll let y'all have that. Hope that helps y'all status. Love you. I'm glad to know how y'all really feel, though. Guess God don't make mistakes. Show tonight. Y'all invited to. Right? Now, Chris was supposed to come on the Breakfast Club on Monday. I think he's supposed to come at like 10. They said he couldn't get there till like 11:30, 12. We was out, whatever. God bless him. Then he was going to come back Tuesday. He was supposed to be there at 9 in the morning. They called at like 8, said that he couldn't make it. All right, cool, peace, whatever. But the problem that I had nothing to do with him not showing up to the interview. The problem I had was other interviewers. I'm watching them interview Chris. I seen him do quite a few interviews. I think he did like Angie. He did like, Sway. I seen him do my homegirl Nessa. Like he did a few people. And the only person who even remotely brought up drug use to him was Nessa. And I saw him do Big Boy. And that bothered me because I'm like, it's clear he's got some type of substance abuse problem. Now, I could be wrong. I would love to be wrong. Yeah. I'm just saying from my observations and my life experiences, watching my father, watching other people in my family be in drugs, from being a nigga that used to sell dope, I'm looking at him and can tell something is clearly wrong in that department. And I'm like, nobody's going to say anything? So I was waiting. I couldn't wait till he came to the Breakfast Club just to ask. I wanted to ask him, like, Chris, do you have a problem with drugs? I wasn't going try to swoop on him or slander on him. Like, right, go get help. You know what I mean? Because he's not. I don't know him. He's not my friend.
Right.
I don't like. I'm not going to DM him or text. I don't like. No, he's an interviewer. He's in the public. The label's bringing him around. Clearly, when he's in a bad state, and nobody says anything. And what bothers me is like you have these guys that when he leaves, everybody talks about him. That's what this industry does. Everybody talks bad about him when he leaves. Oh, yo, Chris is fucked up. Oh, he was so fucked up. Oh, he was high. This and that, all of that. Exactly. That's what they do. I don't do that. I'm going to say it to you. I'd rather say it to you because I really want you to get some fucking help if that's the problem. And guess what? If you're a public figure, sometimes those things need to be said in the public, especially if it's visible to the public.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, I got literally had people today saying to me, yo, you didn't have to say that about Chris. I didn't have to say what?
The truth?
What didn't I have to say?
What you think?
Exactly.
From your experience in life?
What everybody's watching? Like, I'm not supposed to say that. Yeah. But then if something bad happens to him, God forbid, everybody's tweeting about it. Everybody's hashtag pray for Chris.
Pray for Chris. And none of you motherfuckers was actually doing. Prayer is like, to me, people always like, oh, pray. No, do.
Yes.
Dude, don't just pray, because you're not really praying. You niggas is not bowing your head. You're not getting on your knee. You're not doing it. You're just typing it. It's people that are wanting to do for you is what's going to help you.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing. Like, prayer is really the least you can do.
Prayer's a retweet.
No, it is literally
and I mean this as
prayer's a retweet.
It is a retweet.
Yes.
And I mean it. It really is
an Instagram post.
Now, I mean this as someone.
I want it, though.
I'm very grateful. Real talk.
I want it.
I'm grateful for the prayers. You guys have been praying for Greg. I'm really grateful for it, right? Because in a lot of situations, that's all you can do. Mm-hmm. But, like, imagine your neighbor sees a hurricane fuck your whole house up, right? And your roof is gone. And he goes and sees you as you're putting together your house, and he's like, yo, I'm going to pray for you. Motherfucker, if you don't pick up some cardboard and put that shit up on my roof, if you don't get me some cement, if you don't build this house with me right now, save your prayers,
You have no idea how real what you just said is, because I'm the type person, if somebody comes to me and they're telling me about how fucked up something is, like something that can physically be changed, and I have the means to do it, financially or whatever, I'm going to do it. That's the difference between action and prayer. Yeah. Great. Y'all pray. I'm going to actually handle it. Now, something happened this week that I'm not going to talk about, you know what I'm saying, because it's nobody's business. But some people came to me about something, and I'm like, what? Oh, no, we getting that taken care of.
So who did you have to get an abortion for?
No, it's nothing like that. But I got it done. Yeah. And my people said some real shit. They was like, well, damn, they was praying for something to happen, so maybe that's what it was. Maybe they were praying and God touched my heart.
Somebody touched you and said, you put it out there and said, let's do this.
God brought it to me. I'm like, let's get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's prayer plus work.
Yeah.
Faith plus works.
Pray out loud, yo.
Yes.
I think that's the
Faith without works is dead.
Faith without works is dead, but like pray out loud, like pray to someone. Hey, there's a fucked up situation. We need help. Can you help us? Hey, there's a fucked up situation. We need help. Can you help us? Don't only pray to God. I think a lot of people only pray to God. You need to pray to Charlemagne if he's got some money to help you out. You need to pray to Miko. You know what I mean?
No, pray to God to make a way. That's what you do.
Meaning,
to find the solution.
But if you just say it to God and then wait for the shit to happen, it ain't gonna happen. My point is, ask God, but then ask the people around you in your community to help you. Now, can you tell us what the fuck happened?
No, that's like telling people.
Too private.
That's like telling people like, yo, I'm gonna win the lottery one day, but you never get up off the couch to go play the fucking Mega Millions of the Powerball.
Exactly.
How the fuck you win the lottery?
You gotta be in it to win it, baby.
Exactly.
Can you tell us what it's about?
No.
Not even a little bit.
No. So
it's deep. It's deep.
It ain't that deep. It's just that
it's personal.
Yeah, I'm not that type of person. But with Chris's situation,
there's some things I feel like everybody holds back.
You
don't hold
nothing
nothing back.
Person I know about your life.
So you don't hold nothing back.
I hold probably more back than he does. He is the most open person. I'm pretty open.
That's what I think too. I think you're open.
I'm pretty open. When it comes to things I do for people.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Never that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, things that.
What do you mean?
Like when you do stuff for people, you don't really
like the favors.
You're not supposed to talk about it because then it almost looks like you do. Yeah, that's what you know. What else? Like people always talking shit to me on social media, like, "Oh, you always talking this shit. You don't never do nothing." People don't know what I do because I don't broadcast. As soon as I broadcast something I do, then it's like, oh, you only did it for attention. Yeah. Like, no.
They want you to be Tyrese.
Yeah, they want you to be Tyrese.
What is that? Say everything that you have.
Everything.
Exactly. They want you to give it all
and sing about Jesus while you're giving it to the person.
And don't that shit...
Tyrese is crazy.
But don't that shit bother you, man? Like... That shit bothered me with the Puerto Rico thing because people were coming at me because I was questioning the mayor of Puerto Rico, her was it genuineness or authenticity through the whole thing. But it's like coming at me like it makes you almost want to be like, you know how much I donate to Puerto Rico? You know what I mean? Like, it makes you want to fucking say. But I'm not going to say it because then it's cheap. Then I'm doing it for maybe the same reason that Tyrese. But it's one of those things that, doesn't it make you want to show receipts? Sometimes, like, you're going to question what I do.
I never show receipts. I don't, because my receipts are mine. It's not for everybody
exactly.
else.
I'm not doing it for these people's acceptance. But at the same time, it's like when they question who you are as a person and you have the receipts to prove that you're about what you say.
I just say suck my dick.
Suck my dick is better than fuck.
Yeah, I don't care. When it comes to stuff like that, I don't care because I know that the universe will give me my justice.
Yeah, that's what I do. My husband, that's one thing he said to me.
A better way
my husband said to me, he said, "You're the most terrible, amazing person I've ever met in my life."
Why? What does that mean?
Because he said, on one end, I will cuss you the fuck out. I'll swing on you. I will disrespect you. But if I see somebody that needs something and they come to me, he's like, I hit him up for, like, we have a rule in our household where if it's something that we want to buy for ourselves, like $5,000 is like, you got to get permission. But if we want to give to somebody else $1,000, you have to get permission. So I'm constantly hitting him like, hey, I want to give this to so-and-so. Hey, I want to give this. And he goes, you're so nice. Like, you're so nice and you're such a fucking asshole at the same time.
The most assholes are the people that actually give a fuck. We're assholes because we genuinely care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I care about the culture. I care about the craft. So for me as a radio personality, if I'm watching other radio personalities look dead in your face, and it's a big-ass horn sticking out your head, and nobody asked about that motherfucking horn. I'm like, well, goddamn.
Yeah.
No, I'm
like
just saying
like something
oh my
random
God,
about
I thought
you.
Chris
like if you had a third,
in his
like
head.
if you had a third eyeball, and nobody, you doing all these interviews, and nobody said, how'd you get the third eyeball?
Yes.
Right.
And listen,
you know what I mean?
Salute to Nessa. Nessa did ask him about drug use. You know what I'm saying? And that was great. But I'm just like, yo, clearly.
What did he say?
He said that he moves around in interviews a lot because he'd be nervous or some shit like that.
He made up something.
Well,
she didn't dig deeper.
Yeah.
She did her job and just asked and let him say what he wanted to say. You would have went deeper.
Yeah, I just
you
want to
would
know.
have been like, no, that's a cop out because this, and this.
I'm looking
like,
at
be
you.
Be honest, my nigga.
Is there value to reaching out privately though? Is there value to the DM?
No.
Tell me how you think.
I'm gonna tell you why there's no value to that. Because number one, he's not my friend. He's not a. I don't know him. We don't have that type of relationship to reach out to each other.
And it's his job.
Directly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if I see you in the public, and then this is why I get mad at those labels and shit too, because they drag a motherfucker around like he's Bernie. You know what I'm saying?
We can
at Bernie and sing, dance, do an interview. And meanwhile, these motherfuckers just high as shit. You know what I mean? They don't care either. Yeah. So it's just like my problem is how does everybody allow this to happen? And then when he finally fades to black and some real bullshit happen, just pray for Chris.
Oh, he OD. Some crazy shit like
all
that.
these hashtags and bullshit when somebody could have intervened. Now, I feel like he started this is week. He started with promo for this week. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I said something. And the reason I said something is because if he does have some bullshit going on, now he can check it. You know what I mean? Or somebody around him can be like, yo, you know what, Chris?
Somebody that cares.
Yeah, you know, he kind of is, yeah, you're right. He's showing, like, what's up? You got to get your shit together. You know, I think that everybody should be 100% honest at all times.
But you know what? I learned dating someone in the
public light?
Not public, the entertainment, the music industry.
You dated somebody in the music industry?
Yes.
Who'd you date?
Oh, my God.
Who you date, Miko?
Who?
Rapper, singer?
Neo.
You dated Neo?
Yes.
Him and his wife are having another baby right now?
Wait, Neo likes girls?
This guy.
And that was the first thing people kept...
He wears too many fedoras to like girls.
People kept asking me, was he gay? And I said, I have a gaydar. I feel like every woman has a gaydar.
Yeah.
And it never went off. And we were just dating off and on 6 years.
When you're a hot chick,
but I dated him before he was Neo.
When you're a hot chick with huge tits, it's very easy to have a gaydar. Have you not tried to fuck me? Gay.
By the way, the first time I ever met Neo was in Puerto Rico in 2006.
Yeah. I was with
2005.
I was
for the Wendy Williams thing.
I was dating him then.
It was 2005. He performed at a Wendy Williams event. He was brand new.
Yeah.
Neo was in a hot tub full of chicks. Matter of fact, he had one of the chicks that I
didn't understand.
Yeah, okay?
I didn't understand the gay thing. That's not what why I brought it up.
Beautiful dark-skinned girl with a fat ass, and I'm still mad that I didn't get none of that.
But what I learned is a lot of artists,
competitive psychopath. He's still thinking about this shit.
He had this badass brown skin bitch.
No, she was dark. I like him dark. She was dark.
But what I learned
is... This guy can't remember my girlfriend that I bring to his birthday dinner, but a girl that he wanted to fuck in 2001 in Puerto Rico, 2006, fucking 11 years ago in Puerto Rico. Fucking Neo. Fucking Neo, my dark-skinned queens.
What I learned about musicians, that are on Chris's level is you need some type of stimulant to get on that stage and perform every single night doing the exact same show in a city to city and hopping from plane and bus and all that.
So Neo was a cokehead?
No, actually, he didn't do drugs. I used to try to get him to smoke weed, and he would never smoke it. And then he started smoking after we broke up, and he hit me up, and he was like, yo, I should have been smoking with you the whole fucking time.
Neo gets an adrenaline rush when he takes his hat off.
Yeah, that's
right. He takes that goddamn hat off and reveals that dome to the world.
That's a solar panel. That's what that shit is. Give me energy, son God.
I dated him before he was Neo.
He always had that big-ass head, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, but when he became Neo is when we were living together in Atlanta. We both moved to Atlanta together in 2006.
Really?
Yeah, and then when he became Neo is when we broke up in 2007 because he became Neo. He wasn't Shamir anymore. I called him Shamir. He wasn't Shamir anymore. He became Neo and we broke up. So I don't know what he did to do that.
You know him when he was writing records though, right?
Yes, I knew him when he was
the goth.
Broke,
he had like a goth.
Poor, had nothing. He used to I was in college.
Your pussy has inspired hits, Miko.
Yo.
Clearly, some of those love songs Neo has written.
Who's about you? Which one is about you?
Well, I contributed the beat for Say Yes. I don't know if you, Say It. It's called Say It.
Say It. No, I'm thinking of that old school song. Say It.
You know, Mirror and Say It are my two favorite songs here. They're about sex.
That's
I like
a Neo
songs.
record?
Yes. Mirror and Say It.
Okay.
And those, so I feel like I may have contributed to those songs.
What do you mean? Like there's a move that you used to do?
I was there when he was writing it. I was
naked.
I was
you was his muse.
The track was playing and we may have been having sex and he may have been inspired. I don't know.
What made you want to get with Neo like 6 years? Like when
I was in college.
You said 6 years prior to him blowing up?
Yes.
Okay.
I was in college and I was club hopping on Sunset in Hollywood. I'm from LA. And I was jaywalking and this car almost hit me. And it was his manager at the time. And he was in the car with him. And the manager was like, oh, shit, she's pretty, blah, blah. He was like, where are you going? And I just pointed to this club that I was running across the street going to. And they came into the club. And his manager was trying to holler at me. But I liked him.
You got an eye for talent. That's what it is.
Oh, I didn't know.
When you first met Neo, did he have his hat on or off?
He had a fitted, like one of those.
So he hat-fished you? Because I'm sure
I didn't care about his head.
I'm sure when his hat came off, you was like,
no,
what
I didn't
the
care
fuck?
about that.
Really?
I think he's attractive. I think he's a very attractive man. My husband flames hit me every day about dating him.
Really?
Every fucking day.
What does he say? What does Brent say?
He dated this big meatball head. Yes, but I liked him. And so his manager was trying to holler at me, and I said, I just asked him to dance. And I grabbed him. This is when guys used to dance with girls. This was two.
They don't do that
This was 2000.
Okay.
About 2000, right around that time. And so he danced with me, and we were dancing and everything. We exchanged numbers. And then I went to the manager's house. He was living with the manager. And I went over there and I go, what do you do? He goes, well, I'm a singer and I'm a songwriter, but I just haven't really gotten out there yet. And I'm like, well, let me hear some of it. And it was really good. I still have the very first album that he ever made. I still have it in my phone right now. It never came out. Never, ever made it. Incredible. To this day. Still has fucking hits on it.
Yo, let's hear something.
You want to hear something?
Hell yeah.
You never put any of this music out?
Not this. I don't
want to hear that.
Neil probably forgot you got that. Neil probably like, let me get that.
No, I don't think he forgot. But so we started dating, and then I started playing ball overseas. So that's why I was off and on because
you were playing ball.
Yeah, I played pro ball overseas. Yeah.
Which ball? Basketball.
Basketball.
I didn't know you played basketball pro.
That's why I be telling you can't beat me. Remember I used to always talk shit to you? You be like, Miko, I will work you.
Miko, with all due respect, shut the fuck up. There's no way in hell you gonna beat me in basketball.
I just talk shit, but I do believe you can beat me.
There's no way in hell. I didn't know you played overseas, though.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, my God. What position?
A point guard. I was a point.
You're tall, though.
I know. That's why I was so good, because I was a point guard, and I was tall. And
you got good hands.
Yeah.
You do.
Damn it. It's in my other phone. It's in my other phone.
It's okay.
But it was called...
Why do you have the same goddamn phone that you had in 2000?
No. This is a new phone.
Keeps on transferring the data.
If you don't transfer, like songs that weren't like from iTunes, they don't let it go over. You know what I mean? You have to manually
bring it over.
Bring that shit over, not just bring it in this phone. But it was called The Silent Scream, I believe.
Okay.
And it's incredible. It is incredible. And so when we were dating, I was back and forth overseas, and when I would come home, he was like my nigga. Like we were like more than like friends. Like we were so tight.
Did you eat his ass?
No.
Okay.
I never ate his ass.
Did you put anything in his ass?
No. He never ever struck me as gay. Still to this day.
It was just some pictures. I think he took the one picture he was laying on.
I mean, he doesn't have swag. He wasn't cool. He didn't get bitches a lot. That's
There we go.
Oh God, they done
Put
brought
Neo
shit
gay.
up.
Put Neo gay.
Oh my
We got the
God.
video version of the podcast.
We're in the new Brilliant Idiot studio. No, put Neo gay. All right, now put images. Click images again. Now click images and see what comes up.
Oh my God, he's gonna
Whoa,
hate me.
whoa,
for
look
this.
at this
That
one.
is bad.
Hold on, this one.
That's
Exactly.
bad.
Woo, woo.
Yo, I
What's up,
dated
sis?
him. I was dating him.
Come on. Why is he laying like a hammock?
Come on, man.
I don't know who told him to
What's
do that.
this? He almost looks like Charlotte.
I don't know
Never.
who told him to do that.
Dude, what is going on over here?
Look what your
bro?
pussy does to people, Miko.
Yeah.
But I never thought Neil was gay.
I never will think he's gay. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why. Unless somebody says they put a dick in him, that's when I'll believe it.
Yeah.
Other than that,
You
he's
didn't
never,
believe it did.
No, I mean, if it's proof of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he's not gay. I don't understand why people say that. But this is getting off fucking subject.
It's really not. This is a great viral moment right here.
I said all this to say people that
This
are
makes
in
me
the
uncomfortable
industry,
to look
Yeah,
at.
can you
yo.
please take this
Can
down?
you,
Take it
Jesus
off.
Christ,
you can't
man.
stare at that for more than 5 seconds, man. That's a little bit crazy. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
but people use drugs when they're on tour and all that stuff. They need something. That's why every time you watch Unsung, it's always drugs that cause them to die or fuck their career up
Yeah,
and
but that's
everything.
dumb as fuck, Miko. And the reason I say that's dumb as fuck is like, yo, you seen what drugs, all these people have seen what drugs have done to somebody.
Yeah, we all have,
Yeah.
and people still do it. Not just entertainers.
Yeah.
Everybody, people that work at Subway, everybody's doing drugs.
You want to know what I think with Chris is? I think Chris is self-medicating with the drugs. I think Chris probably
He's
has
got a lot of stuff, other issues going on.
I think he's got other
probably.
issues, maybe some mental illness. And I think what happens is, like, instead of taking, prescription medication for that, you drown it with some weed, you drown it with some maybe uppers when you're
Fuck
feeling really
prescriptions, though.
depressed. Look, you
Fuck
can say what you want about
prescriptions.
prescriptions, but certain people need that shit. Like, I know my brother needs it.
I feel like
know-
there's a strand of weed for everything.
And listen, and there might
You
be.
don't-
There might be. I don't know, but there are certain people that have chemical imbalances
Yes.
and they just need that shit. And it's unfortunate, but that's just the reality of the matter.
I agree.
And maybe Chris doesn't have something as severe as that, but anytime I see excessive drug use, it's not, oh, these drugs are fun. It's not being on drugs
I need
is
it.
wildly depressing and almost dangerous. So I need to fill that hole. That's what and it's rock stars, it's all that shit. That's the reason comedians kill themselves all the fucking time. Right? And it's like it's just one of those things where it's like you're a little bit empty and you're trying to fill that up. And you fill it up with laughs, but sometimes the laughs aren't enough. So what do I need? I need heroin.
a line of
What do I
coke.
need? I need
Jesus
coke.
Christ, Jesus
It's
You
a
need a
real
bump
shit,
every
man.
now and then.
Absolutely.
And it turns into a fucking 8-ball. And next thing you
And once
know,
you're addicted to that
it's
shit,
gone.
forget it.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I pray I'm wrong about Chris. I'm just I'm basing my opinion of Chris, abusing substances based off how he looks in my experiences. You know what I'm saying? Just based off my experiences and looking at him, I've seen that before.
Was there an interview specifically that you saw?
Angie Martinez. Definitely on Angie Martinez's interview.
But you
That
can
one
watch him on his social media until.
Yeah, he got a little twitch to him or something
Yeah,
like that.
it's just it's the eyes. It's the way they gloss over sometimes, and it's almost like they roll in his head every now and then. Like he's so brilliant. He's so talented.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
And I want to. It's selfish for me, honestly. That I like that you call that out because I want him to go as far as he can and for as long as he can. I feel like the drugs are probably going to stop it, and I want the music. I'm one of the people that have said, and I don't know if you guys agree, I have not heard a single Chris Brown song that I do not like. Not
Yeah,
one.
he's not a guy that puts out trash.
I cannot name one song that I don't
This is how
like.
great Chris Brown's music is. He beat up Rihanna, came out with a song after called I Can Transform You. It was so good. We were like, all right, let that shit rock.
Yeah, that
I'll
shit
let
was
him transform
fire.
people. Yeah, fine.
It
He
was
could do that
fire.
shit. The guy makes amazing music.
Yeah.
It made
Yeah,
amazing
I mean,
music.
he does. I mean, listen, I like Chris Brown's music. You know what I mean? I'm just looking at him as a human being and saying I think that something is wrong there.
Sure.
If I'm wrong, cool. I have no problem admitting I'm wrong, saying my fault, I apologize, whatever. But based off my experiences and things I've seen in my life, I think he's got a substance.
You think that's why he didn't show up to Breakfast Club? Because he knew that you would ask
He knew
about
you were going to keep it real. He knew you were going to keep
I
it
don't know.
1,000.
Maybe.
I think so.
Maybe not. I don't know. Either way, I'm still gonna say what the fuck I need to say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So either way, the same. Whatever energy he was supposed to get from me this week, he got. And I hate when guys chalk things up to negativity or try to change the narrative. Like, oh, he's just mad and come on the show. I don't give a fuck that you came on the show because whether you came on the show or not, I'm still gonna say what I want to say.
Right,
I was gonna have the same exact opinion whether you came on the show or didn't come on the show.
Yeah.
So you either gonna hear about it or turn on the radio and hear it for yourself, or be there and hear me say it to you.
Yeah.
So, whatever. And like all you fucking dick-riding ass stands, Team Breezy, God bless y'all. You're not doing yourself. First of all, you're kids. So you wouldn't know if somebody was fucked up or not. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all have no life experience. Y'all don't know what a fucking somebody abusing substances look like, all right?
Yeah.
I do, okay? Y'all don't have no clue. Y'all just a bunch of fucking kids. Like, that's it. Like, y'all don't know what's going on in this man's life.
You know what happens? When you love somebody so much, you enable them in a lot of ways.
Bruh.
Mm-hmm. You easy pass a lot of their bullshit.
Bro, and
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
R. Kelly.
I'm one of them. I'm guilty.
Possibly Michael Jackson.
I love
Possibly Michael.
Chill.
See what I'm saying?
You out here enabling the diddling.
Chill. He's dead. Chill.
He is dead.
He is. That's a fact.
Let him rest.
But a lot of little kids are dead inside.
Because
of Michael Jackson.
Let him
couple
rest.
too many rides on the roller coaster.
I don't know if Michael did it or not.
None of us do.
I don't think he did, though.
I don't either. That's why I say that.
I'm going to tell you why I don't think he did.
So crazy.
Look at him.
Because this is what I always say.
What proof do you have, Andrew? What proof do you have?
The 10 kids he paid off?
Listen, you can pay off somebody just to get rid of them.
Yes, and you should.
So you don't have to deal with it.
When some shit like that come out, you should pay it off.
You
and I'm gonna tell
should.
you why.
Get rid of it.
Because when you go to court,
y'all are crazy.
Who was I just watching? Nicki Minaj brother.
Oh, God.
Now, I don't know if he did it or not either, right?
It's looking like he did.
But that fucking little testimony that 10-year-old boy did was fire. All right?
Yeah.
He had
and you didn't get any testimony. You didn't get any testimony like that from Michael Jackson. You didn't get any testimony like that.
We didn't have social media back then. Wait, so he did his 5-minute set?
Bruh, I'm like, I said to myself, that's why people settle.
Yeah.
Because when you go to court, you can say that kind of shit. People can understand and lie all the time.
They lie. I mean, you don't know if a jury, you don't know the outcome. Our system isn't perfect.
Yeah. Honestly, when you become like famous, you just can't be around kids ever.
You can't be around nobody.
No, like
mind your business.
Yeah. Like, but especially kids, because now there's so many fake rape cases that all of a sudden society's starting to turn.
Yeah.
Like that shit came out with Nelly, and then people are like, I don't know, bro. I need to see the stats. I need to see the story.
And then they post that video of him with that little girl twirling her hair. Y'all didn't see that one?
No,
that was whack.
God.
That was a
All I'm saying
that was rude, but it made us think.
No, it didn't.
No. It made society think he was rapey.
No, it didn't. That was such a reach.
This is what I'll say.
The people that click and bang and bang and the losers.
The people that wanted to believe he was a rapist, it was proof
that validated it for them.
And the people that didn't want to believe, they were like, that's corny.
It wasn't even a sexual song.
No. It was just that he was touching her very close and
all he did was he leaned down into her.
First of all, if it was my daughter, I would have been pissed. I'm just going to say it out loud.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that I do not want any grown man's face that close. And I know Nelly. I'm cool with Nelly. I don't want any man's face this close. I don't give a fuck if you're singing her, and do not twirl her hair. Don't do it.
I thought it was a reach. I mean, they could have.
It is a reach.
They could have got clips from Tip Drill video and proved a more rapey point.
Yes, but that wasn't a rape. That was more of a uncomfortableness as a mother.
Yeah. Sure.
For me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, there's plenty of ways you could have held that little girl's hand and sang a song with her, like, and be childish but it was too close and all that twirling. I'm not saying that anything about him.
You can rebound from a rape allegation now. It's happened.
Yes,
you can now.
Kobe's done it. A lot of people have done it.
If you got enough money and you got enough
fans. If you got enough money and you can.
Easy.
Yes, you can.
Easy.
You can rebound from beating a girl up. Chris Brown did it.
Phenomenal.
Look at Derrick Rose.
You got to be otherworldly talented.
Remember Derrick Rose?
Derrick Rose had one. He's good.
Did you read those text messages? That was rape to me.
Hey, I don't know what it is. I'm not going to say. And when
we don't know.
Let me tell you for a fact. When he was a Knick, no, he didn't. Now that he's on Cleveland, it might be. I don't really know. I'm not invested. But the point I'm trying to say is, when it comes to a kid fucking allegation or a pedophilia allegation, the allegation alone, you're dead. That's it, dog. You gonna let R. Kelly babysit?
That don't matter.
You gonna let R. Kelly babysit?
No, absolutely not.
That's it. All you need to know.
R. Kelly is out here still doing shows. Girls are out here like, R. Kelly kidnapped me, burned me with cigarette lighters.
Let me ask you a question.
Kept me in the basement, tied me up, wouldn't let me talk to nobody.
You see R. Kelly on your daughter's iTunes. You gonna let that shit play out?
Absolutely not.
You gonna delete the fuck out of it?
I am.
How old's your daughter? Is this
9 and 2? But that has nothing to do with the hundreds of thousands of people who still supporting this motherfucker.
Listen,
R. Kelly's Teflon,
support?
bro.
What do you consider support?
His shows still sell out.
Yeah.
And he still hasn't, to me, caught that social media ass kicking yet either.
It's all fat girls.
He's R. Kelly.
No, because it's black.
Fat girls.
I really think it's because it's black girls.
It's R. Kelly. It's R. Kelly.
How many skinny girls you know love R. Kelly?
R. Kelly ain't that good.
What do you mean, talent-wise?
No.
You done lost your
No, R.
motherfucking
Kelly's
mind.
talented.
Come on,
You
man.
done lost
he's
your
talented.
R. Kelly ain't Kobe level.
fucking mind.
R. Kelly might be Kobe
Yes,
level,
he
bro.
is.
No.
Yes,
I
he is. Do you
believe
know
I
the
could
records he gave
fly.
I
us?
used to believe
I
that.
could
You know
fly.
that
That I could fly.
He gave
That little
us the
stitch.
Chocolate
All right, I'm
Factory.
bullshit.
R.
I'm lying.
Kelly
Okay,
gave us
okay,
TP
The
1
remix
and
to
2.
Ignition
You're right,
is
you're right.
high
All
and fresh
right,
out the
okay.
kitchen.
Listen.
I'm a roller that
what I'm
body
saying?
that every man.
Proudly
is
singing
wishing.
pedophile. Proudly singing pedophile
Baby.
tunes.
And are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Eddie?
Chill.
Yo, they need a pedophile mix on iTunes. That's what Apple Music needs. Just a pedophile
playlist.
The pedophile playlist, son.
Shit.
That shit
R.
would
Kelly,
bounce.
Michael Jackson. Who
Listen,
else?
the music to any Woody Allen movie.
Jerry
Put
Lewis.
all that shit in. Was
Elvis.
Elvis was out there.
was a
Rolling
pedophile?
Stones.
Yes.
Bro,
I
the
didn't
Rolling
hear about
Stones got a song. Chris, I'm wrong? The Rolling Stones got a song where they brag about banging a 15-year-old groupie. I'm right about that, right?
Oh, well, a lot of songs
Back in
were
the day,
about
these
like
rock
that.
stars were about 15-year-old
Yeah,
I
girls.
a
mean,
lot of the
BBD.
songs
I
were
love
like
BBD.
that.
BBD said backstage,
Underage,
underage,
adolescent. Music wasn't fine. I replied.
I like to
Like,
What the
Yo,
fuck?
are there not editors for these
It was-
music to listen to the lyrics? Be like, you telling me the person who has to transcribe the lyrics is writing this down, not looking around the room like, guys, are we going with
my
this?
God,
or are we going to
man.
bleep out some words?
Yeah.
Listen, it's so much shit that was normalized back then, bro.
But you know, I got to roll this back around to my wheelhouse for 1 second.
Go.
Neo.
Just fuck you,
What
Sean.
happened?
No, you see how you guys are saying like these artists have gotten away with rape or sexual assault and all these things, and they still able to
Allegedly.
flourish.
Allegedly, yeah.
They are able to still flourish and do their shows and all
Yeah,
this. My problem with athletes are if they do something wrong, they lose their whole career.
No, that's not true.
What do you mean?
We just said
Kobe Bryant.
No, but
Derrick
Kobe, but
Rose.
these are the people that listen.
Mad NFL
fuck
players.
what y'all talking about. There are people that aren't that famous like them that still this is their job. Just because they're not on the Kobe level, they are still an athlete. You might not know their name, but they have a family to feed too.
What about that punter from the Giants who was fucking
Beating up his
torturing his
wife.
wife? He had a job for mad long.
Yeah, but then he got fired.
Greg Hardy,
His name was Josh Brown or something.
Ray Lewis.
So who's the example of the person that lost their job when you think they shouldn't have?
No, I'm not just talking about sexual assault. They don't. It's not that. It's just DUIs.
Yeah.
Fucking just the most random shit.
That shit's dangerous, though.
weed, smoking weed.
Smoking weed's
like,
stupid.
They literally lose their fucking job for doing shit everyday Americans do all
Not
the
in the
time.
NFL, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
they
honest with you.
do.
And tell Colin Kaepernick I didn't think you could get fired from the NFL for nothing.
Yes, they do. You just don't know their names because they're not famous, and it's unfair.
Ray Lewis caught a body.
And still, but these are
knew
the
about
big,
one.
these are the guys that
Dante
are big.
Stallworth.
These are the big guys.
Dante Stallworth ran
There
over a
are
Mexican.
There
He did?
I think.
There are almost. I think there might be like 2,400.
He was out there with Trump the next day, like, we got to build a wall. They're getting in the way. They're getting in the streets.
There's about 2,400 NFL players. Okay. You only know about the big names. There are so many other players that are not famous that get in trouble for something and lose their job, and they have no other way to take care of their family now.
They must be
I
trash.
mean, they could get a job.
They must be trash, yo.
Not that. That's a job that they've been working their whole fucking life for. You can't just leave the NFL and go get a job somewhere. They ain't
People
just handing out
committed
jobs.
mad crimes in the NFL and still have
But
jobs.
if you're famous, you can. But I'm speaking for the motherfuckers that don't nobody fucking talk about.
So then
Greg
they need
Hardy.
to obey the law better. If they know they're not good enough to break the law, then they should fucking
That's
obey that
unfair.
shit.
Everybody
Life is
breaks the law.
unfair.
Everybody breaks law. Doesn't mean you should lose
Greg
your whole
Hardy.
career.
Let me tell you something. If you're a third string
Greg Hardy's
linebacker,
actually incredible. That's why he kept his job.
exactly.
He's fucking
But if you're a
incredible.
third string linebacker and you know you're a third string linebacker, you're a fringe NFL player, you could barely be in the NFL. You
I'm
ain't
not
got
just
no
talking
reason
about
to
third
smoke
string.
weed, yo.
There's starters too. There's 11 people on each side of the ball. You only know 2 names for the most part.
Yeah.
That's it. There's other people. They lose their fucking job for the dumbest, smallest things, and you guys never hear about it. They don't even write about it because
But
it's like,
honestly,
well,
I don't
they're
feel
not a
bad.
star.
I don't feel bad though, because if you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, maybe millions of dollars a year, and like one of the few things you're not allowed to do is smoke weed, and then you smoke weed, I hope you lose your whole shit.
That's bullshit.
I hope you lose your
That's
whole
bullshit.
shit, because how dumb are you to
No.
risk everything off of some
I
weed,
will
yo?
say,
That's
Miko,
bullshit.
Come
Miko,
on,
I'm be
yo.
honest with you, I tend to agree with that. Because if
Personal
that's the one
accountability,
thing,
yo.
That's
one
bullshit.
thing you're not
Weed?
supposed to do,
That's bullshit. Let me
I'm not
tell you
losing millions of
something.
dollars for no weed.
Let me tell
Like that
Hell
motherfucker
no.
for the Browns, what's the dude for the wide receiver?
Josh
Brown?
Gordon. Josh Gordon.
He's a fucking idiot.
Yes.
Now he's a special case. I feel like because
That's what we call a fucking idiot.
he's a
You
special
call special case, we go
because
fucking
to me, weed is not addictive. People are addicted to things.
Yeah.
He's probably self-medicating too.
Yeah, so to me, once you realize that this is something that you've been caught where they put you in a program multiple times and you just keep doing it, then you're
dumb as fuck. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results.
People lose their jobs for one offense type of things. You know what I mean? A DUI.
Give me an example.
If you're, I don't want to. People don't always want their name out there. That's the thing. People don't always want me to say their name. So when I'm talking about stuff like this,
you're a millionaire. Get an Uber. Why are you drunk driving anywhere, you dumb motherfucker? I'll say that to your face.
Everybody's not smart. We all know
idiot.
that.
So now we got to feel bad for these people who aren't smart.
I don't have no sympathy
but
for that.
We all make mistakes.
Uber pool.
I agree with that.
Uber XL.
Make mistakes.
But doesn't the NFL give you a chance, though? They don't just kick you out the first time you violate a...
Oh, no, a lot of them... No, you guys hear about the stars.
Yo, DUIs?
That's the stars.
How many people have
These guys
died?
that are on the practice squad, that are or that are on the special teams, you don't hear about them. And they're good guys and they're good, talented people. They make a small mistake and then they get kicked out and no other team will pick them up because then they say, nah, because he did this or he did this. And then you wonder, like, what happened to them if you know them and everything, and then they fucking kill themselves. No one talks about it. You know, they're homeless, all this stuff, and it's like one little mistake cost them their whole life.
So no, understand that. That's the deal.
That's why I'm talking about it now. I hope they hear it and they know, like, don't do a fucking thing wrong because you're not special.
Boom.
If you're not Kobe, if you're not Ray Lewis, if you're not R. Kelly, Chris Brown, you're going to lose your whole
Nowadays,
shit.
even if you are them, you can still lose your whole shit.
No, they've already proven you ain't gonna
Bill
lose shit.
Cosby is done.
Oh, God.
And he was an
taken
icon
down
of the
from,
highest
like,
levels of icons.
that was kind of creepy to me.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he was a guy that was up there.
Yeah.
Like, you trying to tell me...
I would have never believed you could take him down. I would have never believed it because of how big he was.
You think you could have
I'm not
taken him
risking
down
shit.
in his heyday?
No.
That's a better
I don't think you could have. I think he would have been fine in his heyday.
Yeah, I agree with you.
In his heyday, it was not even... You couldn't even make... It wasn't even noise. It was a whisper.
Yeah.
He was settling in his heyday. He settled with a couple people. People accused him back then.
Sure.
In his heyday, it wouldn't even become noise. Like,
Exactly.
Bill, relax.
So maybe his loss of power is what led...
No, this...
Social media, not his loss of power.
Social fucking media, nah,
Smartphones.
man.
Actually, because Weinstein was just as powerful as he's ever been, and the social media reaction took him down. So maybe maybe it is the case. So maybe it's social media, and it's not... Wow, so the powerful can't get away with shit. Maybe that's a good thing.
Harvey Weinstein is the horniest nigga alive, by the way.
That's weird.
If he was a garbage pail kid, his name would be horny ass Harvey. I'm calling him horny Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein is ridiculous. Did you hear the news story?
No, what's the new one?
The news story where he fucking held the girl down. The girl was like, I'm on my period.
And he took the
ripped
tampon
out
of
and
her
ate her
pussy
out.
and ate her pussy before he nailed her. He's
Harvey
wild.
is a sad
He snatched the tampon
bitch.
out. Like, I don't give a fuck about no blood. I'm running this red light, bitch.
Yo,
With my mouth
with
open.
your mouth.
With my
With your
mouth
mouth.
open.
Bro.
Listen, I'll eat my wife out of her period on you. Just stay at the
That's
clit.
dope, right?
Stay at the clit. Don't go no lower than the
Tell you
clit.
something, man.
Y'all are gross.
Yo, there's nothing wrong
y'all
with
are
that.
weird, bro.
What is wrong with that?
If I'm bleeding out my nose, you gonna kiss my nose?
I might if you my man.
Don't. If I'm bleeding out my elbow, you're not gonna kiss my elbow.
Might.
Oh, so all them
I
times
might.
you had a boo-boo, you never let your mama kiss your boo-boo?
Yes, I
That's
kiss my
mom.
son's boo-boos.
But no, don't kiss it. There's blood right there. Kiss
No.
next to the boo-boo.
No.
Why do you need to kiss the boo-boo? It's
Because
not gonna
he
make it
wants
any better.
Sometimes you got to
kiss
show
it.
your woman how much you love her.
Yes, there's
I
nothing.
can show you in other
don't
ways.
get blood
Buy
in your
something
mouth
worth
if there's a
$5,000.
tampon in
Fine.
there. If there's a tampon in, the blood's not touching you.
Listen,
Like, have you
I'm
ever-
not gonna eat that copper-smelling pussy. That's what it smells like when you're on your period.
And you looking at a penny.
First
Listen,
of all,
I ain't licking pennies.
First of all,
pennies are a dirty
First
ass
of all,
piece of
you act-
currency.
you act
Everybody,
like-
you look at a penny that's
Wait,
been
wait,
around
wait,
since
wait, wait.
1927. You know how many people's hands been on this
do you
fucking
eat,
penny?
do you eat dairy?
Do I what?
Do you eat dairy?
Hell yeah,
And you won't eat no pussy that's on a period? Like, you backwards.
Wait, no, explain that to me.
backwards.
Explain that to me.
You don't know where that
No,
cow has
explain-
been. Where's that cow been?
I'm not gonna eat a cow's pussy on his period.
You drink the milk that
shouldn't
came
eat
out
the
of the
cow's
titty.
period.
Damn, I did. Oh,
Yo,
you're right.
you
You're right.
shouldn't be
I
eating the
ain't
cow's
eating cow
pussy,
pussy, period. And I'm eating the cow's period on the pussy.
You're drinking a cow's milk that
I will
has
suck a
mastitis.
cow's titties.
There's blood in cow milk.
I
Did you
will
know that?
suck a cow's
Did you know that there's
titties.
blood in
I will
cow's milk?
suck the milk
Did you know
right
that
out of
they
the titty,
dye it
like
that
that.
color so you can't see the blood?
Hell yeah, and I love it.
Yeah, and you're
Matter of
eating
fact,
that.
if you
but
dyed
you
your
won't
period,
eat your girl's
if you dyed your period milk colored, I eat that shit right on your period.
I guarantee you, if your German girlfriend come back that you in love with, one day she gonna be on her period and you're gonna be like, fuck it.
You don't even have to, and it could be like the last day, the weekday, the day that you're not really bleeding for real. Leave the tampon in.
I don't want that.
And eat the Clit.
No.
And it's nothing like when a girl's on her period.
That's the best
she's a squirter.
Let's get
when
back.
you eat her, when you lick her
Women
clit,
are the most
and she
the horniest
off,
on their
she's
period.
like a strawberry gusher.
Of course, you're the horniest on your period because no one want to fuck you.
No, because that's
why.
what I have to do the wildest shit to get my husband to have sex with me on my period.
Yeah, because you're bleeding out of your pussy hole.
But
it's this weird thing that we
never fucked a girl on her period.
I have.
About me.
I've done it. I've done it.
Stops nothing but a sentence.
That's
Grow up,
it.
Andrew.
You know what it stops?
Grow up.
Schultzy. That's what it stops. A period stops a Schultzy, okay? I'm tired of being bullied into fucking girls in their periods. It's a stupid thing that we have to do, and it makes no sense whatsoever. If you were bleeding out of your nose and tried to come into my bed and have sex with me, I would say, get out of my bed. You're getting blood all over the sheets. And you would be like, you know what? That's reasonable. If you're bleeding out of your pussy, I'm not putting down a towel. I'm not ruining these linens.
Get in the shower.
I can't afford it. I can't afford it. Stop asking for expensive ass 1,000 thread sheets and then bleeding the fuck all over.
Hey, let me tell
you're
you
gonna get
something.
fucked on a grandma's plastic covered couch.
Good
That's
pussy
what you're gonna get
costs-
fucked
beautiful
up.
too.
Good
I'll do
pussy,
that. Fine.
Good pussy it costs some good sheets sometimes. Sometimes
You know what good pussy
you go
costs?
get you some new sheets.
Waiting 2 days.
You know what I do?
That's what good pussy
You know what
costs.
I do? I put the
A little
Target.
patience.
I put the Target sheets on the bed when I'm on my period.
There you go.
You know what?
That's what I
Let's
do.
fuck in Target then. Let Target
Nah,
clean up the
then
floors
I'm going to
afterwards.
jail.
We're
I'm
not
going
fucking
to
in my
jail.
house.
Put a towel down.
Put a towel down.
You bring your own towel. Stop
do.
using my towels. I got two towels.
I got good towels. That's why I started putting the Target sheets on. I had to put the Target sheets on after games for my husband because he's bleeding. His arm, his knees, all kind of shit bleeding
And
everywhere.
you still want some pussy?
Yeah, and I gotta give it to him. I put the
And do you
Target
lick
sheets
the
on.
blood? Do you lick it up and down?
Whatever
you lick the
he
cuts?
want me to do, I will do it.
You know, because
Whatever.
he makes $16 million in 2
No,
years.
it's not that. I was
Listen,
doing that when
you
he
know
was
what?
making
Here, I'll say this on the
practice
podcast
squad
right now. Sweet ladies, Andrew does run the red light if you make $8 million a year. If you don't make $8 million a year, get your bitch ass some money or put something in your vagina and wait 3 days and then I'm going to
Man, I
fuck
was-
You can live through anything if
Come
Cookie
on.
made it. Okay?
Yeah, I didn't-
You can live through anything if Cookie made it, all right?
Yes.
Salute to Cookie Johnson, the realest to ever do it.
Man.
you. Why? What did Cookie do? Oh, Magic Johnson.
What the fuck?
I thought we were talking about Empire.
No, we talking about the real Cookie. We talking about the real Cookie.
I was trying my hardest to act like I knew what was going on.
I knew exactly what he was talking about.
No, I always say this. I don't think Cookie got enough credit.
No, listen, I gotta read her book.
All of us, we call Magic Johnson Magic, right?
Yes.
We should call her something.
Abracadabra. That's
We
her
need
name.
to call her
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra. That's David Blaine.
Yes.
She didn't. Okay, Magic beat AIDS. She ain't even get it.
She ain't even
She
get
She
it.
ain't even get AIDS. This woman's superpowers.
You know what?
man.
We need to study
what I
her
always
blood,
thought
yo.
When she
Hey,
didn't
man.
get AIDS, I thought
She
they
got
just
the cure.
wasn't fucking. They wasn't fucking.
What do you mean they're not fucking?
Not after them kids. They wasn't fucking.
You don't think so?
No.
They had a kid after. Didn't they have a kid after?
No.
She
They only
was
have
like,
two
no.
kids.
But she stayed. though.
No. Yeah, you supposed to stay.
Do you think you know my parents?
Why
are
would you
fucking-
leave 'em?
Do you know my parents are still fucking? I
Why
walked to
wouldn't
my
they?
because my dad is 75 years old. He's
Listen,
losing his
if his
memory.
dick still gets
this is
hard,
how
he should
funny.
be able to get
My dad's
fucked.
losing his memory, right? So, and I walked into my parents' apartment last night, and I go into their bedroom, and there's KY jelly sitting on the nightstand, right?
Sweet.
And I go, are you guys still fucking? And then my mom goes, every once in a while, we've got to do these things. You know, we try to keep it young, Andrew. Da, 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 da. She's kind of laughing. And my dad, who's losing his memory, goes, huh?
He don't even know he's
Wait,
fucking.
what?
He don't even
Wait,
know.
Sandra, are we-
She probably get the KY and beat
Sandra,
him
we
off.
having sex? My mom is technically raping my dad,
Yes.
yo. He got no clue.
He has no
He's
clue that he's
consented to this
getting
shit.
Muscle
fucked.
memory.
Bro.
As long as that muscle still get hard, let's go.
She keeping that memory alive, baby.
I wonder.
Respect
Wow.
to your
Maybe
mom.
the only memories my dad has of my mom are when she was like young and skinny. So maybe the sex gets better as you get older.
That's all he remembers when she was a bad bitch.
That's right.
Yo, I did a nude photo shoot 5 years ago.
Where them nudes at?
I did a book
Oh,
for
your
my
man.
husband.
Okay.
And I did the book because I was 210 pounds when I got pregnant, when I gave birth. And I always think to myself, like, one day I might not look this good. And
So you want to hold it down?
Yes. I did that photo shoot so I could always just remind him of, like, what I used to look like.
Yeah.
I think that, like, your mom should have did that. She probably, every time she get ready to fuck him, she'd be like, look, honey.
Men gotta
You
keep it
focus
together,
on
too,
that.
Yeah, focus on this. Yeah, look. And he might get wood.
But you're
never
still
know.
in great shape. You're saying you were in better shape at one point in time?
No, I got like this after I gave birth. I didn't realize I would.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to struggle because I had a baby at 35 and I was just like, oh my God. It was hard, but I did it. But I did the photo shoot because I was like, this shit could go the other way. Like, I never thought I could get that big even before.
Yeah.
But now that I know my body is capable of being that fat, now I'm like, okay, I got to be on top of my shit.
Question. Are you afraid of CTE for your husband?
1,000%.
Though you're okay with him playing and you support him playing and you...
No, I'm not. I'm doing my job as a wife. I'm supporting whatever he chooses to do.
But I've even seen you tweet like he might not want to play next year, but I'm hoping he does. Or something
I did that before. This was more about my husband has told me only about 2 concussions he's ever had.
Gotcha.
And so if my husband was getting multiple concussions, like I see a lot of these people, I would have divorced him if he kept playing.
Really?
And I've told him that to his face, flat out. I told him one game when he got a concussion, I almost jumped over the wall like to come down. I told him I was going to get tased. I said, I'm going to get tased. Check out of the game. And he was like, no, I'm fine. I said, check the fuck out. You're not. I saw you. You're fine. They never even brought him over for the protocol, nothing. Right. They never did nothing. And I saw him. And he was like, I'm fine. I said, I'm going to jump over this fucking thing. I'm going to run on the field and get tased. And then you're going to have to get off. You better come get me out of jail. I'm not playing with you. But
I need a wife like Miko, man.
Miko go hard.
I need a wife like Miko,
but if my husband was doing that, if he was a running back or a linebacker, I would have never even dated him. I would never even dated him.
So for corners, you think it happens less?
Way less.
Way less.
They don't have as much physical contact.
Yeah, and he's also, we've he gets in trouble sometimes. Not trouble, but he gets like criticized and ridiculed because he doesn't do those head banging hits.
He hits with shoulder and he goes chest.
He properly tackles.
Yep.
And that's because we have an understanding that the minute I see you doing the dumb shit that I see a lot of players do to get that boom and everybody gets excited, I'm off you. I'm off you because I don't want to have to feed you soup, my nigga. Like, I don't want to feed you through a straw for the rest of your fucking life. Yeah. Like, if you're going to do this, do it the right way. Let's get this fucking money and let's get out of here and make sure that your quality of life is still good.
Where do they make women like you?
The hood.
I need to get one.
I got me one, baby.
I need one, man.
I'm
looking
my
in the wrong
queen.
places.
My queen is just like that. Like my queen is the one who's texting me when she knows she hit, like if we on the air and she hears some shit that she know I probably don't agree with. She like, I'm gonna whip that ass when I see it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of person. That's what you need.
Yeah,
that's what
I think
you
we
need.
just balance each other out really well. You know, like I think that sometimes we like this. He and I talk about this all the time. I used to only date people like this color. All my life. I like just darker. And he only dated white girls and Asian girls. Yeah. And we never really figured out how we ended up together. And I think it's because we're opposites. And I think that a lot of people don't go outside of their own box of what they think they should date and what they think they like. Sometimes you have to date somebody that's not like you. Like I always dated loud, rude assholes that was just like me. Yeah. And all we were was trouble together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what she's trying to tell you is, it doesn't matter that your girl didn't find you funny.
Yeah. It's at all.
She was the funny one. She wanted to date somebody that was the opposite of her.
Yeah. All right? Shit. Killed your ass.
So you need to go back and get her right
find
now.
you somebody that you wouldn't normally, like if it's somebody you meet him and you're like, oh, well, this isn't the type of person I would date. Give him a shot. Give him a chance because you never fucking know. And then you get together and you're like, this is the fuck I wanted all my life.
I found myself paying much more attention to chemistry, emotional chemistry now when I'm like dating people. Like, and I can pick up kind of pretty quick, even when I'm just talking to them. Like, do you get my humor? One. Do I feel judged by my natural state around you? Yeah. If you're like accepting of me and
all
you
your
kind
ratchet,
of get me, I can put up with so much, maybe like little physical things, and even your shit. Like, can I be me? And I'm not saying me is acceptable to everybody. I know it is.
Your shit is hard for everybody.
It's hard to take, but if and when I find that person that for whatever reason it just works. And it appears that you guys have it. I mean, I've known you and your wife for a while. You guys definitely, it's great to see you guys interact. It's very funny. It's great to see her just kind of roll her eyes at you.
I don't play with my wife.
I know, but it's very, but she's also wildly understanding of you.
Yeah.
Like there's an understanding of who you are. Yep. And she's able to roll her eyes at the shit that you do that you don't even know, and just move on.
We've been together 18 years.
That's magical.
But that's magic. That's the thing that we're out here trying to make physical connections all the time. When it's like there's people out there, and I truly believe, and maybe you guys have that with you and your husband. I see it with you and your wife. But like there's people out there where it literally fits like Lego, right? But emotionally, not physically. You have an emotional Lego fit. This is, I'm anxious today, and your wife's just like, yo, just calm the fuck down. Let's go. Yeah. Everything's fine. Well, I already know that you're anxious. Like she already knows your mood before you're in it.
You just know that person, and you already know how to fix it. You know how to make them feel better. You know everything. You know how to push the buttons too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about overall. I hate when people say stupid shit. Like this happens to me all the time. People say, Brent could do so much better than you. You're not even that pretty. And I'd be like, do you really think that that's all I bring to this fucking marriage? You really think that if I were prettier, suddenly I would be better for him?
First of all, I would disagree in terms of pretty. I think that you're a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
But of course, like I've also noticed that like you get to a certain level in pretty, these like super hot, like I've slept with a bunch of women in my life.
It's all the same.
You get to a point where it's all the same. I'm being honest with you. Like you're not like they look good on Instagram. Maybe then you see them in real life, and it's
and then you ask them to make you something to eat, and they make you a bologna sandwich.
Not even if they could cook or not. Like they're not that much. I guess what
it's
I'm
not
trying to
that
say
much pretty. It's like there's like ugly and beautiful, like strikingly beautiful, and it's like. Right here, it's a lot of right here.
Yo, there's so much right here, and even the strikingly beautiful. Like I'm seeing. How do I say this without like seeming like bragging? Like I'm not sleeping with different girls than like these super famous people. Put it that way.
You're getting them all too.
I'm fucking some of their girls.
Exactly. I don't want to say it, but you know what I mean. Like so, it's like
some of y'all
I was not anymore.
So if I'm you know what I mean. Like if I'm fucking the super famous girl, you know what I mean. We're talking about athletes and like super famous. Like it's like we're fucking the same girl. Like
you not.
I have nothing else to achieve in terms of physicality as I progress in my fame and my success. So right now, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking at that direct emotional connection, and I had little pieces of this. You know, with my last girl, I felt super vulnerable. I could be super vulnerable about it, and I think there was just this lack of judgment with Carlotta. It was a really beautiful feeling, and I realized, okay, I need that. I value that. You know, there's these different pieces
things that
you
figured
pick up.
out that you really need that to continue in a relationship.
And also, as you get older, too, like, I mean, that's one of the reasons. I mean, of course, I'm married, so I don't have one of the reasons I don't have the desire to mess around with other girls. Number one, out of total respect for my wife, but also, too, is like, you get to a point, it's like, I'm not going to have an emotional connection with nobody except
really
for
just
my
about drilling.
Wife. And I don't want to objectify nobody.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to treat a girl. I don't want to look at a girl like she's just an object. I just don't. I don't want to look at her like she's a smartphone.
I ain't there yet. I like me an Apple iPhone X.
You want the X?
I want that new shit still. But
and by the way, if I do have an emotional connection with a young lady, I'd rather just keep it at that. Like, let's just be cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like,
yes.
I just don't know what causes men to make stupid mistakes and leave their wives and stuff like that. And I don't ever want to be in that position.
Wow.
No, do you think
that everybody in my life, every man in my life has left their
Oh, they left. She didn't leave them.
No, every my father, my uncles, all they did things that caused them to get divorces, basically.
Okay, this is a weird thing to
cheating
think
with
about.
other women and stuff. Yeah.
But do you think your philandering has helped you appreciate your wife even more?
Without question.
Because now you're not thinking, oh, there's something else out there that's better. You know there's not.
Know.
Absolutely. And not only that, little things like you fuck and then you both might fall asleep and you wake up and just, why the fuck am I waking up with this girl?
Yeah, why she hit? Yeah.
Fuck out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you can't wake up with a young lady, bro.
Yeah, I think that conversation and communication and things outside of the bedroom make your relationship and your marriage what it truly, truly is. Like, sex is important as fuck.
Yeah.
It is. But there's gonna be a time where everybody gets tired of fucking that person. Like, you know what I mean?
Fuck more than twice a week. I fuck like a panda.
Yeah, it's like you're not gonna fuck like wild animals through your whole relationship.
Shit.
You can.
Come on, son. How often you fucking? Be honest.
A lot.
How often
What's
you
a
fuck?
lot?
Be
What's
honest,
a lot?
yo.
Shit, once and a half a week.
Yes, my boy, you a savage. That's my savage right there.
Once and a half
a week, bro. God damn. Sex addict. Send them to Paris
rehab.
with Weinstein.
Get this nigga in rehab.
You need some rehabilitation for that
sex. I just feel like sometimes you need to be able to connect on other levels in order to last in a relationship.
90%.
You know what I mean?
You need somebody that you want to share your life with.
Yes, your life. You want to share your jokes with.
Yeah, man.
I want to hang
share
out.
your corny with.
Can we hang out? Can we be corny as fuck? Hang out. Do I want to tell you about something first? When some shit happens to me, Who's the first person that I want to, good or bad? Mm-hmm. Who's the first person I want to share it with? That person, boom, there you go.
I knew my husband was the one when, and this is probably weird, when I used to come flying home from work. This is when I was still working. We were together. And I was flying home to work to catch the game. And as soon as I came in, he was like, this is what you missed. Like, he just ran down like the first 7 minutes of the game that I missed. I was just like,
that's the
I
one.
never had a man that knew that was so valuable to me. Like, I just missed 7 fucking minutes of LeBron James. What happened? What happened? And he'd be like, here's what you missed. Okay, so this play. And I was just like, and he would do it all the time. Like, he would text me on the way home, like, okay, so-and-so just did this, so-and-so just did this. And I was just like, he cares about the things I care about. Like, he doesn't have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, most men would be like, you can't rewind it or can't, whatever. But he knows things, the smallest, stupidest things that I value. Like, he made that important in his life, like in his everyday doings and going around. That's why it was so easy for me to end my career and become, his bitch, basically, and go to every game.
Woman, not his bitch.
No, I'm his bitch.
Stop it. You're his woman. Bitch. You're his queen.
A queen is a bitch, whatever.
Go on, explain that.
He wasn't playing when I met him, but he wanted me to go to the games because he wanted someone to go on that experience with him.
Do you think it's possible for a NFL or NBA player or any professional athlete's wife to have her own completely separate career that's just as demanding? And
I'm
still
doing
have a
it
family?
right now. I'm rolling into it right now.
As he comes to the end of his, though.
Yeah, but that's what we agreed on.
So it's like, as he's leaving, you are going to have your...
Yeah, because if I was doing it while he was in the thick of his shit, somebody else would be sucking his dick every Saturday night because he needs his dick sucked Saturday nights.
But more than just dick suck Saturday, like... Dick suck Saturday, it's funny. But more than dick suck Saturday, there's probably like an emotional need that he might be taking care of the kids. Like, you can't be called... Here's a guy who's a professional athlete. Like, is Ayesha Curry going to call Steph and be like, Steph, I'm sorry you might be a little late to the game today, but I need you to watch the kids because I got my cooking show.
Yeah, but she's not going. That's like
he
wouldn't do that to her either.
No.
If she had a job,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
You get somebody to help out.
His mother is our nanny who helps us out right now because I agreed that when our son started going to school that I would be able to go back and do what it is that I want to do. We never imagined that Brent's, we hoped for it,
right?
But we didn't think he would be 12 years. We never thought it. We just thought we was gonna get our 4 years, hopefully get 7, and then that's it. But now it's 12.
It's amazing.
So now we're like, okay, damn, the kid's 7 now, and I'm ready to go do some things. So we've just adjusted it, but you have to talk about those things. Those things have to be planned out and executed. And I don't believe that if you have somebody with a career that's that demanding, you can't do it. You won't be able to because for me, I didn't want anybody else raising my son. And I also didn't want anybody else fucking my man. So I took my son with me.
Yeah.
All those road trips,
Aiden
was with me from infantry. Like we did it our way. It was the only way it worked for us. I don't know what everybody else can do, but for us, I wanted to be the only person waking my son up and putting him to bed, and he wanted me there, so that's what we did.
Here's a question for both of you, because you guys have kids, and I've been thinking about this a lot, as one of my best friends just had a kid. Do you use religion as a moral compass for your kids, or do you?
Hell no.
No, we don't practice any religion in my house.
We don't practice religion either. I'm a spiritual person. I use right and wrong as a moral compass.
Period.
Like, I don't know why. If you need religion to be your moral compass, then you're an immoral motherfucker.
Explain.
Like, nobody should have to tell you what's right and what's wrong. Like, we all have an innate ability to know what's right and what's wrong.
I don't think that.
I totally agree with that. I think we justify...
Religion is just kind of like something that... I can't even get into it, because I hate when people get mad at me when I speak about religion. I feel like if you use religion, it's almost like a guilt trip. It's almost like that finger, like, ooh, God's going to get you. Like, why do you need that? Why isn't it that you're a horrible person, Period.
Truthfully, you feel when you do something wrong, unless you're a sociopath.
You feel it. Why do I need somebody else to throw my religion in my
Exactly.
face and say God's gonna punish you for this? Like, no, I'm gonna get punished. Period.
I think there might be certain things that are innately moral, but I think that what we see as moral and immoral is defined by circumstance.
Like what?
Like, for example, when you're at war, all of a sudden killing somebody is not looked at as an immoral act. It's okay,
crime.
Right?
Yeah.
Or even a better example could be during
us.
During a football game, like tackling somebody and like hitting them really hard and possibly knocking them out is not looked at as immoral because of the context of the situation
until you get CTE later on in life and you realize that you shouldn't have been knocking motherfuckers upside the head.
Real talk.
So either way, the universe gonna repay you. So what I meant when I said the war thing is, you may be in the army or whatever, and you may be over in another country, and you think you're doing the right thing defending your country.
You're not.
But killing a kid is killing a kid. And you may not realize that until way later on in life.
What if killing that kid saves the lives of maybe 50 people in your command station and that kid had a bomb strapped to him?
But that's different. I mean, if the kid had a bomb strapped to him, I'm talking about these
some kids are getting killed with
that they talk about.
I understand what you're saying, and I'm not saying that you would be arguing for that. All I'm saying is like morality can be kind of tricky, and religion packages it pretty nicely, and then you can give it to your kid. And then it helps you.
The one thing I don't like about religion, it helps you justify your bullshit.
Yep.
Oh,
instead of just doing the right thing,
yeah,
it allows you to justify your bullshit.
Because remember, I was raised with nuns, so it's.
I mean, when they just even though God forgives everything, like that don't mean for you to keep doing the wrong thing.
That don't mean you just do it,
right?
Then
you know what I'm saying?
Always say, like,
that don't mean you keep doing the wrong shit.
And I hate that people say if you pray and you ask for forgiveness, whatever crime you did, you're forgiven. I'm just like. So is that easy? Like, I'm just going to go kill somebody and then I can just repent and ask forgiveness and it's done?
Hey, whatever makes you feel better. But we don't know what happens when it's all.
We don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Here on earth, that may help us justify living the rest of this life.
Yeah.
But the scariest thing, it's funny, I was just having this conversation. The scariest thing about the whole concept of the afterlife, which don't work anymore, by the way. You can't make me believe heaven and hell anymore.
Okay.
No.
That was scary when you was young.
Yes, you thought that.
Heaven and hell.
You thought that.
What? If I don't do right, I'm gonna go to hell.
Yeah,
To burn forever.
That's why I used to go to church when I was forced by my family. Like, you better go to church or you're going to hell. I was in there clapping and reading and singing, and I realized they ain't lying to me.
That don't work no more.
I hated going to church because all I heard was the gossip and the lies, and I heard the pastor was sleeping with everybody in the congregation, and I'm just like, how is he the leader? How are we listening to him? And he's everything.
Yeah.
And he's cheating on his wife with all these girls in the front. Wait, these are his kids? These all single mothers?
Yeah. Wow.
And he's the dad?
That's what Pastor Carl, we had Pastor Carl was on the Breakfast Club, and he has a chapter in his new book. He's got a new book out called One Moment. It's in my bag, I can't remember the name of it. This one, I forgot what it's called. I'll tell you in a minute. But he talks about a chapter called Loving Lies We Love. That's what it's called.
That is
Lies We Love.
Because it validates us and it gets us off for whatever bullshit we do.
Yep.
Yeah, we will use reason to justify whatever we want to believe.
Yep.
So it's like, if I know that I'm going to keep sinning, I would rather believe that I'm forgiven for all these sins
than to know I'm not.
And then to go. So you guys are creating the moral compass of your child, right? You're telling your child what is wrong, what's wrong.
Right
but good and evil, God and Satan. Like, you know what's right, you know what's wrong.
Yeah.
So even God and Satan, you're borrowing a little bit from religious ideology.
I mean, I believe in God. I truly do believe in God.
Right. Yeah.
And I believe that Satan has a kingdom too.
I just don't know which. I don't believe.
So you believe in the structure of God and good and bad, but you just don't feel like religion got all the things right in terms of good and bad.
Yeah,
I just don't think it's possible.
It's impossible.
Okay, that's fair.
And there's so many different religions, but one God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what
everybody thinks they're right, and they think everybody else wrong. Like,
that's why I'm like, how is everybody right? How?
But in terms of those religions, most of them agree on like 90% of the things.
But that's because it was all written by man.
I mean, common sense will tell you, God is no religion. Like, God, if God is the infinite, if he's the alpha.
Right.
He's not attached to it.
He's older than every religion.
Yeah, he's not attached.
Like, all these religions have a date on them, except for maybe Islam, maybe.
Well, no, Islam is the latest.
That's the one I'm studying right now.
That was the latest one.
Doing
the latest one?
Yeah.
So I thought Islam was one of the earliest.
No, the latest. So when Judaism was the first Abrahamic religion, then Christianity, and then Islam.
Islam was after.
It's after Christianity.
Yes.
Yeah, if you read the Quran, it actually references the
references
Bible
the
and
Christianity.
and the Torah.
Well, I'm basically saying God was here before all of that.
Of course. Yeah.
So that's who I pray
They
to.
admit that. Yeah,
I pray to God. I don't pray. I don't bring up anybody's God, Jesus, Christianity, Judaism, nothing.
Without a hell,
I think that we are in hell here.
I believe that.
I
believe that you can
hell.
create your own versions of hell and heaven here on earth based off the decisions that you make. I truly believe that.
So you live in this hell. Because I kind of believe that. I believe in the karmic idea of like if you do bad things, bad things happen to you, like somebody punches you in the face, but you live in this badness.
You don't know what's in people's heads.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know what's going on in people's minds. You don't know people might can't sleep at night.
So then, is that how you get your kids to realize that something is bad and that something is good? That like how do you get them to understand punishment and like why they shouldn't do something and what is wrong?
With explanation and just explanation of things. You don't have to bring religion into it at all.
Right.
You just explain good and bad, right and wrong. And if you're a good person and you're living your life right, your children will see that and they will believe what you say.
Yeah, and if it's things that like my daughter likes, she gets 2 hours of TV, certain things she likes to do. Those things won't get done.
They get taken
if you don't do what you're supposed to do.
My son called me. My son FaceTimed me on Monday, crying. I'm talking about he couldn't even talk, and he was. I was like, "What happened?" He goes, I got in trouble at school. I said, "What did you do, Aiden?" I said the answer without raising my hand again.
He's too excited.
He got his Batman game taken from him the last time he did that. That's it.
So now he knows the punishment and he knows that that's something you don't do.
So if you do things that I say, your teacher telling me that you're disrupting the class because you know the answers, or you know all the answers, and you don't let anybody else raise their hand and answer, you're going to get punished for that. Period. You just have rewards for things that they do right, and you take those rewards away for things they do wrong. You don't say you're going to go to hell.
By the way, that's the way the world works. Even when you're an adult.
Yeah.
If you do something that is wrong in the eyes of the law, you will be punished for it. Yeah. Even if you're a guy like Harvey Weinstein, if you're doing something that's wrong continuously, eventually it'll catch up. If Bill Cosby's guilty, same thing with him. Like you can't escape it. Yeah. So you might as well just do right. Do the right thing when nobody's looking.
Try to do right.
Because it's going to come back to you. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. I have yet to see it not come back around to somebody.
How much of it is, like, do you feel a responsibility to be the person you want your kids to be?
No. I don't.
Yeah. I don't want, not career-wise.
I have a son.
No. Like
just
the
as
human
being.
I have a son. Yeah. It's different with men. He's a black man. I think it's different. My mouth, if I were a man...
Right.
But you want him to be a good person.
Yeah.
You don't have to necessarily have all your characteristics and attributes.
No, I mean I often think, and I want girls, and I think in a weird way, I want a son too, but like I think in a weird way, raising girls would be easier for me because I would feel less stress. Like I don't know what it is to be a woman.
More stress, bro.
No, because the only stress is
more stress.
the only stress is them being hoarse.
Let me say the point.
Let me say the point.
Tell you something about
let me just say the
catching
point.
your daughter getting rammed somewhere.
No. Let me just say the point.
You're gonna lose your shit. You're gonna wish it was your son ramming some strange girl.
Harvey Weinstein ain't gonna try to fuck my daughter, bro.
That's true.
Neither is Bill Cosby. All right, guys ain't getting raped like that.
No, but your son, you mean. Yeah. So I guess the point I'm trying to say is like, I don't know what it is to be a woman, right? And I don't know the values that women need to have and all these types of things. So it'd be hard for me to bestow that.
You want to cop out.
Andrew.
You want to throw it on the woman.
Hell yeah, I want to throw it on my wife.
Andrew,
yeah.
Exactly. You do know you're having this child with somebody else, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Another person.
That's what I'm saying. That's the nice thing about having girls. Like what I could do with a girl is
you just don't even want to be involved. You want to just throw it off.
No, not throw it off, but I could bestow all the values that I might see that I might not see in certain women and that I would want them to have. Right? Like I could pass down all these values that I see in my mom and I would want, other women to have, and I often do see. Like and that I could do. But with my son and with my sons, I'm thinking like, God, I got to be the man that I want them to be because they're gonna learn from seeing me, right? They learn from observation, kids. I can tell my kid to be good all the time, but if he sees me being a piece of shit, he's gonna think it's okay to be a piece of shit.
But this is how it goes for me, and I don't know if this is true.
That's true,
I feel like a man teaches his son how to be a man, and a woman teaches her son how to treat women.
And good people teach their children how to be good people.
You see that?
Yes. Because only a woman could explain what a woman would feel like in the situation during that treatment. I
teach my son how to treat women. So I feel personally I may fail as a mother if my son treats women like shit.
But I do that with my daughter. Like I open the doors for my daughter.
Yeah.
And like the other day, my daughter was like,
teaching her what she should expect from a man.
She was like, I can do it by myself. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Open the door for you. If a man doesn't open the door for you, he's not a gentleman.
Yeah, and my son has to open the door for my husband. I had to teach my husband to hold the door for me. Like, I was so mad about that when I started dating him. I said, yo, mama, boy, I'm going to have a talk with your mama.
Why, he wouldn't open the door?
No, he told me, you women want equal rights. Hold your own damn door.
Jesus Christ, bro.
I said, ain't this a bitch? But I started doing things like, when he come home, ain't no food cooked, nigga. Ho, God damn it. Remember we was walking in Nordstrom's and I told you to hold that door? And you told me if I want equal rights.
How does that equality taste?
Yeah. What we eating tonight?
But like I said, it never stops.
Yeah.
You reward people for doing the right thing. It never stops. So that's why you deal with your kids.
Yes.
You reward them for doing the right thing, punish them for doing the wrong thing. Simple as that.
I've heard this idea that it's never, if you wait for the right time to have kids, you'll be waiting your whole life.
Nigga, bust a nut.
Get one.
Yeah.
Get you one, Andrew.
Yeah. I need to find at least the right woman. Come on.
Do you like black girls?
Of course.
Man, I got somebody for you.
I just started dating white girls.
I got somebody for you. I don't know if
this
is
new
work
for
out,
me. These
but
white
I
girls.
really do. Wait. Do you care if she has kids?
Yes.
You do care. So wait, she cannot have kids? She cannot have kids?
No, I want her to not have kids.
You don't want black baby daddy drama.
No.
All right.
I have wax telling me how to raise a kid, and I got to be like, yes, sir. Okay, sir. Yes, I will raise it.
Maybe I don't have someone for you then.
You don't have any friends that don't have kids?
No. The one I was thinking about, I have a friend that I really feel like you guys would be fucking
Let's
awesome
hook it up.
together.
What's up? How many kids she have?
She's 2.
Come on, yo. I'm one I can maybe deal with. I can't deal with a whole family.
No, but she...
Charlotte's like, nah, we got dead now.
Okay, never mind.
But who else? You don't have any other friends?
I'm going to think about it. Only reason... I've been thinking about her for you for a minute. I know how men are about women that have children. That's
I'll meet her. I'm not against it.
Okay.
Who's the girl? What's her name?
I'm not saying it on
What's her
air.
Instagram?
I'll tell you.
All right, I gotta look on the Instagram. How are her feet?
They're cute.
You know me.
She like white boys too. That's the thing. She's a black girl.
Hey.
Yes. She likes white boys.
What's up with your boy?
We only had 2 ads, Chris? All right, well, we out then.
We out of here.
Miko, give me your handles.
My handle's iHeart Miko on everything. My podcast is on Audio Boom, iHeartRadio, Spotify. It's iHeart Miko Podcast. Please check me out.
Word.
You got some stuff to plug?
Put it in the beginning.
Oh, that's right. I'm just gonna do it because for the video will be on the end regardless. Oh, but yeah, man, we're gonna do the Milwaukee Podcast Festival.
This Saturday.
This Saturday, so we're gonna be in Milwaukee.
And I told Brent, I said I can't wait for you to retire so I can go do shit like that.
That would be cool for you. I
want to go do that kind of shit.
Well, it's close.
I want to go to the. You say what?
It's close, right?
I know.
He
retired last year.
And then they gave him the bag, so
they came back.
Yeah.
So I can't hate on the bag. I can't never hate on the bag.
Of course not. No.
But I can't. I still have to. I have a responsibility.
Yeah.
I got shit I got to do. So as long as he's playing, I got to do my job.
Yeah.
And then when he's done, then I can do that type of shit. Like I wish.
Yeah. Have him cooking. You open doors for him.
You know what? Cook. I might be able to come.
Let us know, man. You know you're always invited.
It's in Milwaukee.
So we're gonna be in Milwaukee.
Wait, well, what's the temperature right now?
I don't know, but
I was in Chicago.
That's going to determine whether or not I go.
Crazy. So anyway, we got that this Saturday. Make sure you check that out. Get tickets for that Milwaukee Podcast Festival. We will be there for Saturday. Also check out. I'm going to be doing a show at Gotham Comedy Club for the New York Comedy Festival the 9th of November. So make sure you get tickets for that right now. 9th of November. That's just going to be wild. I'll be in Chicago at Zany's downtown the 4th through the 7th of November. Make sure you check out. This weekend we're doing Westerbros. We're going to binge the entire Stranger Things season 2 in one day. We're going to record episodes for each each episode that we watch, and we're going to do it all on Friday. So hopefully we'll have that out. I think Monday at the end of the weekend. And make sure you keep on listening to Flagrant 2. Thank you guys so much for listening to those podcasts, man. There you go.
All right, as always, if you listen to this podcast and you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you listen to this podcast and think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right, too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.